you answer my goddamn call when I call you, because a lot of times, I have some good things that I want to tell you, and I miss your beautiful voice. I miss how white you are, I mean, the white tone that comes out of your voice when we're speaking, so pure. You're a pure-blooded white man. I love it. All right. Anyways, I miss you. See you later. Bye-bye, then. Feel like we could be actors. I don't know if you ever really think of it. I think we could seriously be actors. I do. Successfully, too. Well, this is probably going to end soon, so just wanted to say hello. I will talk to you later, man. All juiced up, ready to go to the gym. I see. Look, bye-bye. Now me, as of late, my workout partner and me have been compared to Viking brothers, is what they call us for some reason. We both have big beards, 240 plus pounds. He's 270 plus pounds, 6'5". So people always think we're brothers. They think, well, he looks more like Viking than me. He's all blonde, big ass blonde beard. But just wanted to come by and say, man, that I really, really enjoy the new content. I love it. It's got me hooked. Can't wait to hear more. I needed to update you on my physique. I'm just getting swollen big. So, with that being said, I will talk to you later. Death of White. Bye. And on this long drive home in traffic where I almost have 19 panic attacks and I road rage about 32 times, right now I am contemplating over the past 48 hours, I've had about 4 hours of sleep. I went to the gym yesterday, had a pretty good session. But right now I think my central nervous system is telling me that I cannot go in and squat today, that I need to take a rest day. I hate it, but I feel like I need to listen to my body. And I feel like if I go, although I will feel better for just going, I know my capabilities right now and my strength is a little bit down today. So, instead of disappointing myself, I think I'm just gonna sit on the couch and I might eat about 8 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Take a nice rest day, go to bed early for once, Anyway, I just wanted to update those details for you and just say I love you, man, and miss you. And hope all is well, and I look forward to speaking with you. Bye-bye. Hello, Death. I'm going to call you up every fucking day. Just so you know, I will do this. And I don't care if you answer or not, because I am talking to you through voicemail one way or another. You listen to it. You listen good. I just got done with work at that shithole Ford, a.k.a. shithole of America. The absolute shithole place to work for. I would probably be happier working at Wendy's, to be honest. But I am grateful for it, so I don't care. Whatever. Anyways, now that my back's hurting, I gotta go pick up the kids. And I gotta go to the gym. And they're coming. They're coming too. I keep on getting boners all the time. It sucks. But I'm using them on women, so. Alright. Good night.
Recorded in the pits of Detroit, Michigan. Your ass is listening to Radio Underground, episode 184, reptile-free panel here. Sure. None of us are lizards that I know of.
That we know of.
Al, are you going to shapeshift right here?
Lizards on a plane.
Turn the mixer up.
What a great episode.
Go low again?
That's what somebody
said.
Oh,
man, it's low again.
Lizards on a plane.
Lizards on a plane!
Get these lizards off my plane!
The audio's low? All right.
Turn the mixer up.
Let's.
Yo, buttles.
There we go. Let us.
Anapana bebe.
All right. Anyway.
Ha la la la.
Let's see if they. We'll redo the Chrome. Anyway, guys, have you seen the lizard chick?
Yeah.
I have not.
Oh, you haven't seen her?
So this girl is she believes that lizards are on a plane shape-shifting right in front of her very eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And
so she doesn't look like a lizard? She's just talking about...
She thinks that there's... I'll show you. Might as well just go ahead.
Because I put lizard lady and
well,
I got
you should just
nothing.
put plane lady.
Plane lady, lizard.
She's on a plane.
Plane lady.
So this is lizard lady. Here we go.
The biggest question is she hot?
Yeah, no,
yeah,
she's
she
hot.
is. That's the whole point. That's the problem.
I see.
That's the dilemma everybody's having.
Son of a bitch is right.
Here we go, Al. If I can get
those
this
are big.
Come on, lizard
Starts,
lady.
like going nuts and by the way, that person's not real. Points to some guy at the back of the plane.
She's doing some fun shit.
Here we go.
Here she is.
I'm telling you, I'm getting the off, and there's a reason why I'm getting the off, and everyone can either believe it or they cannot believe it. I don't give two but I am telling you right now, that mother back there is not real.
Look at her dead serious face.
Holy
And everybody
crap.
looks
Everybody
back.
looked.
She's really good looking, but that voice fucking
Oh,
shit.
it is.
Well,
Wow.
she's melting down.
Yeah, I don't care. I can't.
But
Melting down voice is the same as orgasm voice.
So yeah. Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah, think about that.
Yeah.
So
You'd be like,
this is here for the viewers. I couldn't get the audio to work in here, but this is so the viewers can see. This is the meltdown chick, and she's like, see them tits. She's in great shape too.
She works
she's
out.
yeah. She's yeah.
That motherfucker back there, he ain't real.
Ain't real.
Look at
That motherfucker's not real.
she obviously had too many gummies or something.
Something.
And had a panic attack.
Something. So have they said anything about her? I mean, like, did they arrest her?
No, they didn't arrest her. She got into a later flight.
Yeah, they just
Wait, so that flight wasn't going?
no.
That flight she hadn't left yet. That was still at the gate.
Oh.
She got off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the lizardry, obviously they're out to get her. We know the lizards are out to get all of us.
Yeah. No, they're not. There ain't no lizards.
Yeah. Brian's part of it.
She is
I'm
clearly,
part of whatever makes me rich.
She is clearly insane because there's no such thing as lizard
I think
people.
she's also from Texas, so that could explain part of it. You know. Or Florida, one of the two. I can't remember.
Well, if she's from Florida, then she's nuts.
Yeah. All right, here.
But
She's got a shot at not being nuts in Texas, but
yeah, I don't think she actually got arrested. I think later on she was able to get.
Well, you can't. They can't like arrest you for having a panic attack.
Yeah, she didn't make a threat.
She didn't. But at the same time, when someone's, they probably just like, yeah, sure, you can get off the plane, absolutely, no problem, lady.
yeah, I was curious how far it extended from there, but okay. Yes,
But
Andrew,
most
I didn't wear
interesting-
the shirt. I totally forgot. I said something 2 minutes before the show started. Sorry.
The most interesting part of it was Carrot Top was on that plane with her.
Was he?
Yeah,
Was he shape shifting?
I think it's what it was. I think the guy that wasn't real was Carrot Top. He's not admitting it though, because I mean, it's the only way you can explain how he's been successful is lizard people, right?
I bet her orgasms are real.
Well, I mean, he
Your
does
bed would be-
Vegas shows.
You're
So, you know,
Yeah.
that's like,
He got those Vegas shows though
Yeah,
because of the reptilians.
yeah, that's true.
the
New
reptilian
World
agenda.
Order.
All right. So anyways, I just obviously it's a thing because she's hot.
Yeah.
If she was fat and gross, no one would pity her whatsoever.
So probably nobody's found her yet start grilling her and asking her why she acted like that?
No, not yet. She probably just had a panic attack.
Yeah, and I'm sure that you know, people are fucking looking for her.
Oh yeah, they're trying to find her. That's weird. I left that. I got off the fucking.
Fuck you. Thanks for the sweater. That was your dad.
Okay, this chat again. Get rid of this, that. I'm just
doing some behind
whatever.
the
I
scenes
love
stuff.
when you guys quit talking when I fool with.
Sorry,
We thought something was wrong.
I was trying to read the
Yeah.
How about this weather we're having? No.
Yeah.
I forgot all of our talking points right now. Why did I do that?
I guess the bottom line is, would you fuck lizard lady?
I mean, I wouldn't. I'm married, but you guys should.
No, ever since you said that she makes it, she sounds like that when she's fucking. No, I can't do it.
Yeah.
No way. Yeah, there's like no. Oh my god, no.
No, that kind of
I mean,
throws
because
off
you know she wouldn't shut up.
ever.
Oh, yeah, there's
So.
there was definitely no shutting up going on.
No. I just
You know
I had read something that she got into a different flight. Now I'm saying that they couldn't find her afterwards. I think they made her disappear.
There's more conspiracies now.
Yeah,
Now she's going
and I think
abroad.
Carrot Top was part of it
Of course.
because
Okay, looks like an alien.
nothing else could explain his career besides a secret agenda. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You saw Chairman of the Board, right? You've seen that movie that he was in?
No, I never saw it.
Oh, him and Raquel Welch, and I can't remember who the lady was. It was
Fucking like Don Rickles was in it.
Don
Shit.
Rick. I don't know.
Something like that.
It was
There.
horrible. Basically, inherited. It's like Brewster's Millions type thing. He inherited his uncle's company or something, but if he didn't fix it in a certain amount of time, I don't remember what the movie was about. It sucked. But
Okay, I'm just checking this. All right.
but it's just only a secret agenda by a cabal of aliens and the higher ups. What the New World Order could explain Carrot Top's career to me. That's it. I'm done.
If it wasn't for the New World Order or a cabal of reptilian shape-shifting Jews, he'd
Yeah.
never have a career.
Yeah,
There's no way.
I don't know where the Jew part came in, but
That's the implication
oh,
that the reptilian shapeshifters are Jews.
I didn't know that.
If you get down to the rabbit hole far enough,
yeah,
that's where it all leads.
oh,
That's how you get to it.
I feel like Abram Steinko and Bergowitz will be here any second now.
Yeah, because I said I'm trying to summon him.
You did. You summoned his evil.
Yeah, like, what'd you think about that, huh? Jews, you hear me, Eric?
85 beers suck. Where is he?
Yeah, all of a sudden he's in here wanting to kill.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Oh.
so I don't know.
But yeah, no, that bitch is crazy.
It's cray.
The Andy. The
Yes.
end, I mean, actually. Not the Andy.
the Andes.
The Andes.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna call her now. She has breasts like the Andes. Not really though. Oh, my wife's not listening.
Did you guys hear about time blindness?
No, not until you wrote that. I have no idea what blind
What
time
the
blind.
fuck is time blindness?
So there's this chick on TikTok
Yeah.
crying because I don't know if she lost her job or was in trouble with her job or didn't want to do a job, whatever. And she goes, all they want you to do is to be on time, and my cycle doesn't work like she was saying she had time blindness where her body
Time blindness.
doesn't identify time
Oh my god.
or have any concept of
That
Oh my god.
is brilliant. I need to figure this out.
and she's sitting there crying like, how dare they reprimand her or tell her that she's a shitty employee
Because we're time blindness.
because of time blindness.
It's gonna start.
Now I had time blindness maybe when I was 19 or 20, but it's just called lazy assery. Actually,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you just don't want to work.
No, somebody's gonna jump on that and make it a thing so that they can make some money off it.
Yeah, time blindness treatment.
Some doctor.
Well-
Well, like, ooh, there's my shot, and he's gonna fucking go out there. He's gonna go on every fucking talk show.
It's a big
He's
pharma.
gonna fucking talk about. He's gonna make some fucking mumbo jumbo fucking scientific shit up. You know.
So, time blindness is a medical thing. Cleveland Clinic and a couple other places have diagnosed it over the past decades. What she's describing is not time blindness. Okay. She's saying that her cycle won't work right, so she can't adapt to the time. That's just you're not an adult. You can't.
Yeah.
Your body can adapt to stuff. Time blindness is where people literally time will escape them. They'll go into like a little, not trance, but they'll kind of be out of it for a second, and all of a sudden, next thing you know, it's an hour later.
No, that's alien abduction.
It's alien abduction too.
I've had that happen.
Yeah.
Lizard lady, she'd tell you all about
That is the Cleveland Clinic trying to hide the fact that aliens abduct people all the time. Abduct people.
It's more.
Abduct.
It's most
it. Al
closely.
gets it.
Yes.
It's most closely associated with people who suffer from
CTE.
ADHD and autism disorders.
No, all those people have been
Debunked.
They've all been taken by aliens. That's why they're like that.
It's probably true.
Yeah.
So, see, if you talk to lizard lady in her fit body, she'll tell you the whole thing.
Maybe hers was an after effect of time blindness.
Yeah.
Something had passed, and that person she thought that it was 1 second later, but it had been 10 minutes later, and that guy had sat down in his seat.
It may have
didn't
happened.
see him.
She did that blink out thing.
Yeah.
But see, like she's actually kind of smart, and she's been following when all this started for her, and realizes that she was abducted by aliens, and they're lizard people, and now she can fucking see them because she realizes who they are. Maybe she's got some special motherfucking contacts or something.
Sunglasses, man.
Yeah.
She's got the sunglasses.
Yep.
It's perfect.
And she saw fucking motherfucking Carrot Top, and there it is.
Carrot Top's definitely part of this conspiracy. There's no doubt in my mind.
It's got to be. It's got to be.
It begins and ends with him. He's the alpha and the omega. You're not going to convince me otherwise.
I know a thing or two about time blindness.
We have an anonymous source here.
So,
please tell us, anonymous caller.
okay, I don't want to tell anybody who I am because I don't want to lose my job.
Yeah, you're on camera.
Hold on a
Don't
second.
worry, we've blacked you out. Don't worry, we've blacked you out, and
Hold on.
Blur his face.
and we put a filter.
There we go, look.
And we put a filter on your voice. You'll be all right.
So he, now that your host, Mike, took off, I'll tell you the
left.
truth. Because he'd
Went
get
to his
upset and
mom's
yell
house.
at me. Time blindness is, it's a real thing. What happened is, we are alien abduction victims. We've been probed, raped, and mistreated by the gray aliens. And even though we're not at that time being molested by aliens, it's a fact that you have the rest of your life.
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
Thank
So
you.
that girl that's crying, definitely a victim of gray alien probe molestation.
All right. Well, you heard it here first.
Yeah.
You heard it here first. Thank you, anonymous caller
All right.
from somewhere totally different.
Oh God, that guy was weird.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy, man. We don't need that shit on here.
Well,
You know that
yeah.
because people will think we're crazy if we have people like that on here.
Yeah, we're not.
Man, don't take calls like that, man.
Sorry.
Yeah,
We're learning this board, man. I hit the board.
Glad you came back from your mom's at just the right moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Saved us from that anonymous caller.
Yeah, that was a. I mean, I guess he was trying to help, but you know.
Oh, I'm sure he was.
Yeah, it's an excuse for being late. No, it's not.
Time blindness is.
Yeah.
Well, the one on TikTok, that time blindness is
All
get
right,
your
hold the
ass.
fuck
Oh,
on
God,
here.
he hacked into the system again.
Premise land, listen here, buddy. It's not an excuse to be late. It's an excuse to be traumatized, your life ruined, gray aliens ruining everything about you, and you just can't make it to work. And also, I need a lot of money from the government because I have a disability.
And as you
Whoa,
should
hey,
get.
what the fuck?
It's weird. That guy,
As you should get.
every time he hacks in, he takes over the mic
He keeps
and
taking over
only
your-
blacks out Mike's camera.
He keeps taking over
It's
your
so
mic
weird.
and your camera. Yeah, I mean,
It's crazy.
you know,
He must have something against you.
Something's going on. It's like I'm losing my time. It was sometimes I was losing my. I was like I was losing time here. Something was happening.
It's
to me.
weird. Were you
Yeah.
having time blindness?
Yeah, I think so. Have you guys ever had time blindness?
No.
no.
I'm not
It's a
thinking,
crazy thing, man.
I've had I've blacked out before.
Yeah.
Usually, alcohol.
So
I've blacked out before too.
Oh, I didn't want to put that on you, but
Oh yeah, go ahead, man.
Yeah.
Lay it on me.
no, you had time blindness.
Al, you weren't an addict. You had time blindness.
I was abducted
for 20 years.
Dude, I got abducted like fucking at least 3,000 times, man.
Yeah. See? I have labor
There's just
aversion.
So many labor aversion.
I also have that.
I have labor resistance. Yeah, that's weird, man. I just hope you guys can get over all your stuff, dude.
Labor aversion is a real thing. See, now I agree with Premise Land. Labor aversion is a real thing. But that is not a gray alien thing. That is a reptilian alien molestation rape.
So maybe that girl on the plane was because she saw a lizard. So maybe.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
that's
she
exactly
was
right.
she was reptile raped by reptile aliens. Reptilian.
Reptilians.
So he's a reptilian.
Of reptilians.
Yeah.
They're like,
Trademark. Fuck you.
reptilians.
I said it first.
T-shirts.
Fuck you guys out in the real world.
The
I own that bitch.
The reptilian agenda is about molesting and raping everybody into time blindness
Yeah.
and labor aversion, as we know.
Yep.
That shirt's getting made.
Reptilians.
Raped. Oh my God.
Reptilians.
God, that's
I
crazy.
take offense to something he said. He
Hey,
said
you're back.
he said that
Hey.
the reptilians were aliens. They're not. They're interdimensional travelers. I think.
Okay.
I've heard that from people before. I don't know. if it's
No,
true.
I don't know anything
she
about any of
definitely
this.
goes to the gym. Yes, that's I'm an allergy to
Yeah.
effort. I'm an allergy to effort. Lizard lady doesn't have time blindness for the gym.
No, she
Yeah,
doesn't.
no, she does not.
No, she has.
Yeah, she's definitely keeping herself in shape.
Keeping it tight.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because when she did the point, like you can see that her arm had some definition.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
She was
for sure.
I
definitely.
think she flexed a little bit when she did it. She's like,
Yeah,
For sure.
It's like, that motherfucker over there.
Oh yeah, when she lets that
Yeah.
hair down and gets ready to go out, she looks good as fuck. I guarantee.
Yep. Only
Yeah.
thing was, I thought she had like the stripper hoop earrings. It was actually her hair got curled.
oh, yeah.
I was like, because those hoop earrings, definitely, you're raw dog and you had
Oh,
your
for
way.
sure. Oh,
But
yeah.
no, it's not quite that. It was her hair. So.
Those are
Oh,
hair.
that's too bad. Because
Yeah.
if she had those on, then I would say, well, you got to hook your heels through them.
Yeah. Yeah. Your person have colored him out. Your person have colored him out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of that, no, I'm joking. I'm not going to go about that.
Speaking of people of color. No. No.
No, we're not going to talk about that. I like to keep my channel and friends.
No.
So anyway, did I tell you guys about the I-69 death panels of death?
No, I'm guessing this is on I-69.
Yeah, so I'm doing my route going towards the Genesee County, heading towards Lansing kind of route.
Yep.
And I'm on I-69, and this dude, we started off on a bad foot. Like, I seen him coming, and I'm merging onto the freeway. Now, the general rule of thumb is you see another, especially a car, not so much because they can speed right up. See another truck, when they're getting onto the freeway, you get over so they can just keep their speed up and they don't have to hit the fucking brakes.
Yeah.
Well, first off, he's just sitting there riding right next to me, like not letting me in because he's not paying attention, clearly. So I got to slow up, and then he just keeps on going. Then he speeds up.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck he was doing. All of a sudden, it had like the truck with like the open sides, almost like those like kind of like a livestock hauling truck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
And then the roof is like panels of tin. All of a sudden, I see like 4 or 5 of them. They start bending like this in the wind, and one flies up and it almost hits my truck.
Oh, shit.
And then another fly. So I floor it to get next to him. I'm hitting the horn like, dude, pull over. Your shit is flying. He's completely ignoring me. He knows it's happening. Clearly, he's like he doesn't want to stop for some reason. I don't know what his issue is. I'm honking at him, pointing like, pull the fuck over. So I fucking fall. I tried to. I was like, all right, I'm getting in front of him. He's not listening, you know.
Yeah.
And then a gravel hauler guy comes up next to me. And he's like, he looks at me, and I'm like, he's like, yeah, I got it. He's like calling the cops. I'm like, he won't pull over. And I'm like, do you want to block him in, like me and you know? Because this shit's gonna keep.
Yeah,
flying
he's gonna
off.
hurt somebody. He's gonna kill somebody.
And he really wasn't vibing with what I was doing, and he just kind of takes off. And all of a sudden, here come the cops the other way, like 5 or 6 of them. Yeah. I'm like, well, it's out of my hands. They know about it clearly.
Yep.
And I just took off, but I couldn't believe he wouldn't stop.
Wow.
And I'm not one, like, I don't like people like getting in trouble and going to jail. That motherfucker needs to go to jail and never drive a truck again.
Right.
Because he knew it was happening and he was completely ignoring
Didn't
me.
do shit about it.
Yeah. I mean, it flew, and by the act it got, it almost hit an envoy, like a lady in an envoy, it almost hit her. But I would say he lost 5 or 6 panels. Like, I mean, they flew way in the air, like 20, 30 feet. That's like a missile on the freeway. Fuck that guy.
Oh my gosh.
I hope you. I can't say that. I hope you go to jail.
I have time nearsightedness.
Time nearsightedness.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I didn't read the other one because it kind of
Oh yeah, we can't. Yeah,
I have reptilian-induced small dickedness.
yeah.
It's not really my fault. It's the reptilians.
It's the reptilians.
The reptilians.
Reptilians. Yeah.
So good.
That's the most hardline. That's the most hardline alien race there is.
It's a B horror movie I want to see.
Hell yeah.
The reptilians.
Yep. All kinds of merch coming.
They come out dressed like senators. Got the American flag thing there. The senators have that. You know, their parties that they have, Bohemian Grove.
I gotta Google it, make sure no one's stolen it yet.
Reptilians. I can't believe that hasn't been said.
I don't know, man.
And-
According to Google, I don't find anything.
Okay, it's
for it.
10:27 right now. Al said it about 10:20, right?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
10:20.
Yeah, I just
July
texted it to
15th.
you guys so that it's like
posterity.
yeah. So we're holding it. It's going. It's getting trademarked.
Reptilians.
Reptilians. In fact, I might consider, since we haven't had any success with this podcast, that might be our new name.
The
We're the
reptilian.
Reptilians.
Yep.
I'm sure everyone will publish all our episodes.
Well, I think it still should be the Radio Underground Network.
My name is Ray.
And then
Aper.
one of the shows is the Reptilians.
Ray Aper.
Ray Aper.
Ray Aper. Yeah. Ray
great.
Ape.
So
I saw one guy online. His name was Jeff, but his last name is Fury, so it's Jeffrey.
Jeffrey. Oh God.
I thought it was great. Jeff Fury.
it's like related to Tyson Fury.
Yeah, it's definitely related.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. No, that sucks that 69 wasn't good for you.
No, it's. I just hope he goes to jail and lost his license forever and never drives again.
Were the panels? He was carrying the panels.
No, it was like it was a roof, but they were like section pan. I've never seen a truck like this, by the way, designed this way. And now I see why they're not designed this way. They're
So
like
this is
they're
like something he probably built on there, or
each-
somebody did.
I'm not gonna. The panels were about the size of this, or maybe that coffee table,
Okay.
Okay.
and they were. And the funny thing was, they all flew off, like 5 or 6, but he had none left. So think about that on a 53-foot trailer. He lost like 30 of them.
That's crazy.
And so that happened before he even got to me. So that like somewhere back, like Flint and Lapeer and all that, because he was coming.
He'd been losing them for a while.
Yeah, that guy is fucking. You're dumb, dude.
That
I want you to go to hell.
I don't understand.
And put this kid in there. Was he a grown man or was
Oh,
he?
he was a grown man.
He wasn't some dumb punk.
No, he was just.
Yeah.
He had a bald head, white guy. I don't know. I
So
don't know
was
what
it
the
a
fuck
business?
is. No, that's the thing.
There
If he
was-
had a business on there, I would be saying it on here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be saying he was whatever transporting.
Yeah,
I
so-
would have totally fucking buried him right here.
He just had
But-
a giant truck with all these
Yeah.
fucking sheets of aluminum.
Yeah, it
on
was black in color and like had open sides, and then the like kind of like looked like a livestock hauler.
Yeah.
Wow.
What an idiot!
That is
A
crazy.
fucking idiot, man.
That's irresponsible.
What? Maybe I'll have to look at the news and see if we can find something about it.
Well, he didn't hit anybody that I know of, but it was getting close.
But the cops were involved, and he
Yeah, they came. I saw like
Yeah.
5 or 6 cops coming the one way.
Yeah.
So I know they're, and it was right about the time I got off for my exit. So I don't know what fate that he had. And I
Yeah.
had my excuse to not seeing it through is I had a long day. I had to make sure that
Well, you did.
But if I had a shorter day, I would have fought him or whatever.
It's none of your business.
It's none of my business after that.
No.
Says like my neighbor when he yells at his wife.
Yeah.
And I hear her crying.
Just mind your business.
It's not up to me to change what they're doing.
No. They're living their lives.
For all I know, she's mouthing off to him. How do I know that she's not being disloyal? It's not my, you know what I mean? It's none of my concern. It's a problem. If you let them talk to you once or twice, then it becomes a regular thing.
Yeah.
Then you can't isolate them from their family anymore. A lot of problems.
You keep saying your name.
Yeah.
We try not to dox people here.
Yeah.
Cousin
Try not to.
said.
Try not to.
Yeah.
But you're talking about you're talking about when they get a little too talky and stuff. But I was on a serious note. I was watching some sports stuff, and the running back from the Bengals restructured his contract, Joe Mixon.
Yeah.
And he's taking a pay cut of like $4.3 million.
Yeah, they were talking about like he might get cut.
He's one of those guys like if he got cut and never played again, I wouldn't care. I hate that guy.
Yeah.
I don't know the fact that he got drafted and he's had such. I mean, he's a good running back.
Yeah, he's that dude that knocked that chick out.
He straight up like
in the restaurant.
She said something to him, and he straight up knocked her out.
Knocked her the fuck out. Yeah.
And then
As he should have.
he's had run-ins with his girlfriends in the last couple of years too.
Oh, has he?
And there's been some retractions of charges and stuff. And
I totally forgot that he ended up getting drafted until I saw his fucking name.
no, he's
didn't
good.
I didn't even pay. And then I thought about it. I go, wait a minute. I watched him run in fucking the Super Bowl.
Think of the cleanest punch you've ever seen landed in a fight, Mike. You've seen a lot of fights. The cleanest punch, like nothing, like
Pure clean.
directly in the middle of the face, knockout punch.
Yeah.
And he threw it on a chick in a restaurant.
Yeah,
Really?
he was in college when he did it.
In my head, it was an awesome punch, but it was.
Yeah,
I could be misremembering
He
it.
fucked her up.
Misremembering.
He fucked her up.
Yeah.
I'm going to watch it right here on my phone.
Well, I
Let me see.
like a good knockout every now and then.
He knocked her out.
Yeah. What's weird is sometimes you'll see a dude like throw a fucking full on haymaker on a woman, and they don't go out.
Oh
Like,
no,
holy shit, that
Yeah.
chick's tough as fuck.
we ain't Jedi, but we deal with Force. That's true. I'm a Jedi.
I work with the stormtrooper. I'm not
Oh, yeah?
kidding. Yeah, he's a stormtrooper. Because I was telling him about like how we know somebody that does like we were talking about Star Wars. I said, yeah, this guy that we know that comes on our podcast. Sometimes he does Jedi training, like lightsaber training.
Yeah,
he
yeah,
goes,
yeah.
He goes, oh, really? And I'm like, yeah. I go, what? Oh, is that like nerd shit to you? And he goes, no, I'm a stormtrooper.
Oh,
I don't
actually,
want
no.
nothing to do with that Jedi.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like,
No,
oh my
no,
god.
dude, you're talking. It's he's got beef. It's not that it's a nerd
yeah,
shit.
I didn't
yeah.
even know. I was like, what? He goes, oh yeah, and then he shows me his outfit. He's got a full stormtrooper outfit.
Well, besides the fact that Jedi are total fags,
Yeah,
he's like,
right,
he's like
right. He just like
'Cause I
he goes,
hate
oh.
him.
He
It's
just
like-
goes, oh. I go, oh yeah, what nerd shit? He goes, yeah, I'm a stormtrooper. I'm like, no fucking way, dude.
Wow.
I won't have anything to do with those
That was
people.
just the other day, and he showed me. He goes, yeah, look, check this out. And he pulls out the phone, and there's, yep.
Yeah, I work with a office girl. Her brother, and like a whole group of them are part of it's a squad.
Yeah.
Of not stormtroopers, but they're like a sect of stormtroopers that
That's-
wear like not the stormtrooper like the standard one, but like the almost Cobra Commander drape.
Yeah.
You know
Oh,
the drape
yeah.
coat. You know like that
That's,
kind of stormtrooper.
That's
Yeah.
the guard. I can't think of the name.
I'm
of the
proud
guy.
that I don't know what that is.
I actually don't know.
Yeah, that's what he's a sect of the stormtroopers. It's something else. It's something else trooper or something. But he's part. Yeah, it's like a different group of them.
Yeah.
We ain't Jedi. We deal with folks.
The Emperor's Royal Guard has those.
They're not that.
They're
not-
like they're all white, right? And then they have like the white
Yeah. It's white draped.
Oh, the white ones.
Yeah.
with the hoods. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they kind of do. They
yeah,
kind
the
of.
white ones with the hood.
If
like
I'm being
the Klan.
if I'm being honest, they do kind of look like the Klan.
Yeah,
yes.
it's like Klan hoods, but not pointy.
Exactly.
But basically, yeah, like ghosts.
I mean, she's definitely anything but that.
Yeah,
but
it's like
she's-
it's like a ghost thing. Yeah, I mean,
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
gonna find it. I know what you're talking about. I cannot think what they're called.
I remember them having a long time ago having a Star Wars character like that, like the action figures,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like some kind. I think it was like some kind of special edition, but I could be wrong. I'm not that huge.
'Cause when
Okay,
I
this is her with them. This is that look. I don't know what that even is.
There it is.
That's what they are. It's kind of like a
Yeah.
kind of not.
Kind of like Ewok stormtrooper.
They kind of look. Yeah, they're short. They
Yeah, they look like Ewok stormtroopers.
They kind of look like the TIE fighter pilots and stuff, but they're a little bit
The
more.
TIE fighter. Yeah.
yeah.
TIE fighter, not like Thailand, but Thai.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
You sound like
Yeah.
I'm saying Thai people, and I'm not. You make great food, Thai people.
Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, yeah. I don't know any of the Star Wars LARP
I know
brigades.
some of
I don't
them,
know.
but
I don't know what they are.
Well, that's why I said I go. So do you like LARP? And he goes LARP. I go live action role play. He goes yeah. He goes I never called it LARP though. I'm like really? He goes no.
Yeah.
He goes but I do events and stuff. I'm like oh okay.
It doesn't matter if you call it
Yeah,
that. That's what it is.
Yeah, you are that person
Yeah.
for that day or
I'm
whatever.
like yeah. I go I know I've known people that do it and it's I mean it's been going on forever. I mean that's what Civil War reenactors are.
Yeah, it's just LARPing.
Yeah.
It's LARPing. They just didn't have a name for it. They just reenacted.
It's definitely LARP.
There's a lot of gangs are LARPing. You guys are just
Do
pretending.
not play
Yeah.
Southern Renegade.
Yeah.
oh. Oh.
Damn it.
This is a. When you, I'm sorry. I just, Southern Renegade.
So
the
good.
song's awesome.
What the hell
man.
is Think Big?
The Barbarian Brothers.
That's what I thought. Okay. That
Yeah.
movie was fantastic.
Yeah. The rap was even better than
Yeah. The rap is really good.
Yeah.
that. Rip to David, by the way.
Yeah, he's dead.
But yeah.
He
So
did
Oh
die.
yeah. One of them passed away, right?
passed away, yeah.
Last year or something, right?
It was like
Couple
right,
years
it was
ago?
right before equal rights get equal lefts. That's right, Premise Land. That's right.
I did look at the Joe Mixon video again, and what happened was he kind of nudged the girl who I think he was dating at the time. She shoved him. He did something, or no, he said something. She kind of shoved him. He kind of shoved back. She slapped him a little bit, and he right hooked her, and she disappeared from view.
Yeah.
And she did not get up for a while.
Right.
We could wake up well rested.
Regardless, it was totally unnecessary.
It was. I get it to heat of the moment, but man, you were a prime athlete.
Mm-hmm.
You're stronger than that person.
Yeah.
Don't. Just
He'd put down a normal man the same way.
Yeah.
You could have killed her, man.
I mean, like, and it was just it's like what was the we used to watch the boxing match. It was an old one with Sugar Ray Robinson
Yeah,
where he punched somebody and they disappeared from view.
yeah.
That is
Yeah.
what he did to this blonde lady. She
Yeah.
just disappeared
Wow.
off the camera view.
Now,
Eesh.
would you say
I think she traveled back.
would
She
you
had
say
time
his
blindness.
was worse or Greg Hardy's was worse with his
Man,
girlfriend?
I don't know.
With all the guns and
Greg Hardy's had some.
I
dude, he that bitch's eyes were both blackened. I mean, there's pictures of
Oh,
her.
what about Ray?
the worst one I
Yeah,
ever
Rice?
seen.
Yeah.
The worst one I ever seen was the guy that he choke slammed his woman like through a table. Did you ever
Yeah.
see that one?
Ugh.
Yeah.
He choke slammed her, picked her up, hit her. Like it was just
Yeah. I mean,
pretty
it's,
bad.
It's fucked up. You know?
like like it's one of those things because he's such a big guy. If I saw that happening, there would be no me fighting him. I would just have to shoot him.
yeah. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like you can't fight someone that size.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna shoot you because you're gonna kill her. I got to stop you. You know?
yeah,
But
you're
he's
right.
like
Yep.
he fucking slammed her. The table exploded and then he slammed her again. I was like, holy fuck, dude.
Yeah. For sure. That's
Maybe they're just doing a wrestling reenactment.
Yeah.
They were LARPing.
They're LARPing.
Yeah. I mean, just because like I don't remember seeing any of the pictures of Ray Rice. Just seeing that video and it was horrific.
Yeah.
But Greg Hardy, when he did that to his girlfriend, they were at home.
Yeah.
He had been abusing her like regularly, I'm sure. That day, like when those cops took pictures of that shit,
Mm-hmm.
and then he gets a fucking huge contract, from fucking the Cowboys.
Yeah.
You know.
And I mean, obviously, Mixon didn't get the big contract. I think he was still.
Yeah, but Greg Hardy was a fucking great player.
Oh, yeah.
In the NFL already, and that's why he got that contract.
Oh,
That's
I know.
why he got back in. Everybody tried to overlook that shit. Then
Yep.
he apparently he was pretty decent in the UFC or whatever.
He started off like 7-0, and I feel like he went like 1-6 after that.
Yeah,
He did
Snow
pretty-
Troopers. That's it.
Snow Troopers.
Yep, that's what the guy at work.
Yeah, those guys kind of look like Snow Troopers, but not. Yeah, they have the hoods. Theirs are different. They don't quite look like those Snow Troopers.
I think
But
that's
then again,
what,
they're homemade costumes.
I think that's what that Ken is at work. I think he's a snow trooper. Because I didn't see he didn't have the mask or the hood on.
Yeah.
He just had the armor on. Right? It's called armor, right?
It is.
It's not an outfit like
It's
I called
armor.
it first.
It's
an
armor.
outfit. Yeah,
It's not an outfit.
nice outfit, dork.
Aye.
I mean, Greg Hardy beats your
Nerd.
ass.
Nerds.
No, but the Greg Hardy thing, the one good thing that came out of it, every time a fighter beat him, because he went in the UFC.
Yeah, I know.
And anytime any one of them guys beat her, oh, I ain't no woman. Like every time that he got knocked out,
Yeah.
the guy that beat him would go to the press conference like, yeah, I ain't no woman, am I, Greg?
Yeah.
Every single one of
Every
them.
time.
Like there and then he did the bare knuckle thing, and there's this guy that was like, he was old as shit, like my age, like 45 or something. He's like I just boxed when I was younger. He goes, I had no MMA stuff. He goes, but I remember thinking to myself, I'd love to beat the shit out of this guy one day too. And he goes, and lo and behold, I got to fight him in bare knuckle, and I knocked him out.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah. So this dude, like these older guy, knocked out Greg Hardy.
Good.
And he did the same thing. I got to beat you up.
When
Greg.
you went to the bathroom, he was saying that he won the first 7 or something like that of his fights.
Greg Hardy's big, athletic, and scary.
Yeah.
He knocked people out.
He started off real strong in
I mean, it doesn't
MMA.
surprise me. I mean, he
but
was-
once they figured out his style,
yeah.
he never got he never improved beyond a certain point.
No.
yeah, right.
And then they just started lighting him up. And it just kept happening over
Yeah.
and over again.
Well, like you said, he went 1-6 after that. You thought,
I mean,
Yeah.
I could be wrong on the numbers, but I thought it was something like that.
Yeah, so
No,
so
I'm sorry.
Greg's
He
are
finished
losing.
his career 7-5-0.
Yeah, what's up, Hanny? How you doing?
hey, what's up?
Yeah,
Hey,
it's-
hey.
So
You.
yeah, we're good. We're doing just fine. Talking about Greg Hardy.
What a piece of shit he is.
Yeah, he was an MMA fighter that beat his woman half to death.
Originally, he was a
NFL guy.
8-year NFL pro linebacker. He was a great player. And then, he got in trouble because he, didn't just smack his girl. He beat the fuck out of her face.
Mm-hmm.
And then, then he took pictures of all these weapons and stuff, machine guns and shit. And,
That was kind of cool.
yeah, but he was doing that while he was beating the
Katanas.
girl. So, he had all this shit, and then he was, beating his girlfriend. It was a weekend of it. He was, fucking at home or something.
He just went on a beaten bender.
Apparently, it was he beat her up bad,
Come on, babe.
And then I don't think she would press charges or some shit.
yeah, mental
Yeah.
illness is real.
Yep.
That is true.
But
No, it
he,
is.
But he ended up losing a bunch of UFC fights in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And every guy that beat, like we just said, every guy that beat him was like, "Oh, I ain't no, you like to beat up women,
Yeah,
huh?"
yep.
And
That's
they were
great.
They were rubbing it in his face.
Wow, that's great.
That,
I love it.
When Tayavusa beat him, he's a Samoan, and you
Yep.
know in their culture, hitting women is a
No.
huge no.
No.
And he was loving it when he knocked out Greg
Yep.
Hardy. It was-
Yeah. Good for him.
yeah.
Couldn't have happened to a better fucking idiot. Yeah.
Anyway,
Idiot.
Yeah, there's a mental illness is real, and it's real, and there's a certain, when you see certain players, you just know they ain't right, and some of them don't. That some of them lose it. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Antonio Brown is clearly mentally ill,
Yeah, he's lost it.
but he,
he's cool though.
uh,
I don't know.
but
him.
another one, super talented player. You know,
Yeah, he's gifted.
but it's almost like artists too. A lot of artists are tortured they have there's a lot of artists that have a lot of mental illness.
Well, the thing is, I got fucked. See, I have this thing. Yeah. Do you think constant concussions? Well, concussions make it worse.
Sure,
But
absolutely.
But some of them kind of start out that way.
Yeah, like the thing is like when you start, like I personally, like Antonio Brown, there was some issues with him because he was super talented and he didn't go very high in the draft. You know, guys like that with talent like that should, you know, like they're usually
Was he wailing on
He was
people?
a 6th round pick out of Central Michigan.
Yeah.
But, you know,
he's also a little undersized.
he was a little undersized. So it's hard to say, but definitely like the ones that are like, when you see it, when they're like psycho early on in their career, those are the ones that probably have like a lot of issues already, you know?
You know who I thought was psycho right away and actually turned into a pretty decent pro was the Garrett Blunt.
Yeah.
Because he knocked out the dude from Boise State
Yeah.
after the game one time.
Yeah.
That's my
That's
favorite.
right.
He just
but like other than that, he didn't have any issues.
No, that was
No.
just it. I'm thinking, oh, that guy's crazy.
Yeah, no.
And then when he's eligible for the draft, I was like, I hope the Lions draft him.
And they didn't, and no, he went in the 7th round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he could run. He was fast and strong, but it was just, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. That's yeah. I mean, that's
I saw
kinda-
that punch the other day. It was so good. Such a clean punch.
But
He just-
definitely
he hit
about
a
the
big-
mental illness. The shit's real for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It could be CTE on a lot of them
Yeah.
later on, but I don't know if they're starting out that way.
You're talking about like a lot of artists and stuff are that way.
Yeah.
See, I got gypped. See, I got the anxiety and all that stuff, but no art skill.
Yeah.
So I'm just like this, you know, the painting, the scream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like holding my face, but I can't draw anything.
Right.
So I don't have that gift. At least, you know, I can't even cut my ear off right.
You could
I
wail
bet.
the bass though, dude.
Yeah, I want to
wail
cut
the
my
bass.
Slap at the base.
You slap at the bass.
I want to cut my ear off, but I can't do it.
Yeah.
I'm not really.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things. You know, just-
Me, I have like these, like I have a few things select things that are like artistic, but they're not enough to take me anywhere. You know, they're just very slightly artistic.
I'm an idea guy. I got lots of
Yeah,
ideas.
right.
That's it. You know, like see, Brian sees my abilities.
Yeah.
I make these great memes on TikTok and they never take off.
Well, that's artistry.
And,
isn't it?
I do these great memes.
Oh yeah.
And like only like one on every 100 will like do anything. And it's because the public doesn't get my genius and they need their art spoon fed to them. That's my
Gotcha.
opinion.
That's true. Oh no.
Gotcha. All right.
Yeah.
You.
That's artistry, though. Creating memes.
What's going to
creating,
happen
you
is
know.
Mike when
Actually,
Art is
when
creating
you-
his art. Is
in
it?
40
actually,
years,
Hanny, I don't need bigger tits. Not at all.
no, he does not. He probably needs a bigger bra to push him up.
Yeah, that's
Just
not
like
an
me.
issue.
I need more of a push-up type
Yeah.
situation.
Not I do.
Alan doesn't.
No.
I need to go. I need to
I'm
go on.
doughy in the middle, but but I'm a slender man.
I need to go on no carb for like 2 years straight.
Yeah.
But
Good luck.
Yeah, there's carbs and everything. There's
Literally
carbs
everything.
and meat now.
Yeah, they're adding carbs to meat.
it's like,
Need more carbs.
Yeah.
yeah. it's like,
But still, again, I'm talking about Chris Farley out at the steakhouse.
Yeah.
And every piece,
Butter.
he put a pat of butter. And they're like, what the hell are you doing? He goes, I'm putting a hat on my piece of meat before I eat it.
Yep.
yeah, that's fucking.
That's
so.
fucking beautiful.
Thanks
It
for the
is.
share, Hanny.
Thanks. It's just
Oh, yeah, for sure. Thanks.
Premise Land on YouTube says I have a coworker that LARPs as a Viking.
Oh, that sounds
Yeah.
scary.
That's every white dude with blue eyes. I'm Viking, man.
But that's kind of
Like-
scary.
like-
Is he like 6'5" and 280, or is he like
it's one of those small.
or is he
Vikings,
like
though.
5'8" and
Yeah.
145 and just kind of ripped?
Yeah, my name's Ulf. He's 5'8".
Yeah.
I got brown eyes. You're not Ulf, dude.
No.
You're just white, but you're not Ulf. though.
maybe like
He
6
puts the blue
generations ago.
contacts in to go fucking LARP.
To be a true Viking, you got to be big as those guys on ESPN flipping cars
Yeah.
over.
He's like all dark haired, brown eyes.
If you're the
Clearly
same
not
size,
Viking,
Yeah.
but he puts the blue contacts in, throws a
Yeah.
blonde
Oh, you-
wig on, and he's Viking.
Are you a Viking? What nationality? Oh, Italian, English, everything, everything but Scandinavian. Like, dude, you ain't got no Scandinavian in you, bro.
oh, that's a myth.
They took over whole Europe, so I'm part Scandinavian somewhere. There's part of me that's really, really, really white. I know it, but you know,
I can feel it.
I can. Yeah, why aren't you 6'5" then? Because, man, they attacked my village so bad that they made us short. Yeah. So, it was a privilege to be killed by Vikings.
Yeah. We would sacrifice ourselves to them.
Yeah. Yeah, this is like I worked with a guy, and he had the fucking, I don't know what it is. I said, "What's that?" He's like, "Oh, I'm a pagan, man."
Oh.
And he named his son Odin. I'm like, "You named your child Odin?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm just shaking my head, like, "All right, dude, you fucking nerd."
Yeah. Our buddy
Fucking,
our buddy did that, except it was his dog. He named Odin.
Well, that's different. You
Yeah,
can name
that's completely different than
You can
your
name
son.
experiment with your pets all you want.
Yeah. You don't do it with well, that's not true. People do it with their kids all the time now, but
Yeah, they do, yeah.
but Odin is kind of man.
I'm a pagan, bro.
Yeah.
You guys have oppressed me. No, I haven't. Because you're
My favorite kid name is Penn Jillette's kid, Moxie Crime Fighter.
Oxy Crime
Yeah,
Fighter,
yeah.
yeah.
Moxie Crime
Jason
Fighter.
Lee's-
at least that's funny.
Jason Leeds kid pilot inspector.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah, Handy says, if you name your kid after God, that's like a lot of pressure. Yeah.
That's a lot of pressure.
It
yes.
is. It's yeah.
Just name your kid God and see what
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah, right.
Well, actually, my neighbor 2 doors down, his name's Jesus.
Oh,
That's,
yeah?
that's,
So, I was
that's
like-
common.
Yeah, I was like, that'd be weird.
Latin culture.
There's no Anglo dudes. Hey, my name's Jesus.
No.
Except Gigi.
Oh, yeah, that's
Gigi
true.
Allen did that.
Yep.
That was his
That's true.
actual name. But the rest, you just don't. It's not very common. That's all.
Yeah, that's what his dad called him, right?
No, that was his name.
That was his name on
Yeah.
because like he went by Kevin.
I would go by Kevin too if they call me Jesus.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah.
Like
I would-
before, like when he was a kid.
imagine going to school in the '80s. My name is Jesus. Oh, you want to name Jesus, huh? Like,
There's only one Jesus, man.
and they start slamming his head through a fucking
Yeah.
Yeah,
Those, you know
right.
those heater panels on the side of every school ever when we were growing up. Dude, you look like Jesus, huh? It was like, yeah.
I
He
just
had a-
remember Jeff
Oh God, that was so
slamming
bad.
what's it, other small Jeff into the.
No, it was Chad,
Oh, that's right, it's Chad. That's right.
and that was one of the more horrific bullying things I ever seen.
He chokeslammed him
It was so bad, dude. It
into
was
the heater, not onto,
in.
into
Yeah.
the heater.
What happened? He was picking on Chad, as bullies do.
Yeah.
And Jeff was already. This is middle school. He's already 6 foot.
Yeah.
And like his shoulders were wide as mine.
yeah.
Now he was a huge guy.
Huge.
And like basically a dude my size but fit.
Yeah.
And him and Chad were. He was picking on Chad, and Chad made because Chad didn't care. He would always defend himself, but sometimes it's better to just let it go. And Chad fucking got up and hit him like not in the face, but on the shoulder. He goes, "You need to leave me alone, fag!" I was like, "Oh God, no!
Oh, man.
I can't stop this now." Jeff grabbed him by underneath his arms in a choke slam like thing, postured his body just right, and fucking slammed him through the panels of the heat thing.
Yeah.
And he went into the fucking heater, like through the panels and like into
Jesus
the innards
Christ.
of the heater.
It was
I did-
great. It was
I was like-
horrible, but it was great.
I was like, dude.
It's horrible.
You were laughing.
I wasn't there. I heard that.
I wasn't laughing at all. I was in
You
shock.
did not like this person.
Well, I didn't
Well,
actually. I actually got along.
Chad
The bully.
lived next
got-
door to Frank.
Oh, okay.
We
yeah,
knew Chad.
I knew Chad well enough, and Jeff I got along with,
Oh no.
but it was horrific. And I was like, the teacher like came right in and like, did like a cop where he pinned the big dude down and
Yeah.
because it was Latour. Latour was a big guy.
Yeah.
What was his name? Yeah, it was Latour, the dude that used to be.
Yeah, he was a sub and stuff.
Yeah, he was a big, strong guy, so he easily.
Well, 'cause I think he was a gym teacher by trade usually.
He subdued the bully like no problem and like fucking pinned him down.
Subdued the perp.
And he said to him, he
He
goes,
became a cop, didn't he?
yeah, he did. And he said into his ear, he goes, I really want to throw your big ass through the fucking. He was so mad that he did that to that kid.
Yeah.
But he was, even in the 90s, like, you couldn't hit kids,
No, they wouldn't let you.
But he wanted to so bad.
He is quite short.
Yeah.
He's talking about that buddy of his, the Viking.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
He's quite short.
See?
Not a Viking.
Not a Viking.
Yeah, like,
No, the only short Viking I can think of is Senua from Hellblade.
yeah.
And she's a woman. So,
Technically, she's Celtic. Oh,
yeah, you're right.
Oh, yeah,
she's
so-
the Nords took her
But they
husband.
invaded and
Yeah.
took over.
Well, the only Frank has blue eyes, and he says he's like Norman, where the Viking settles. Well, yeah, but Frank, you're like 5'8", dude.
Yeah.
Right.
You're not 6'5".
No.
Yeah.
You're not a Viking till you're 6'5", in my opinion.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
You know,
Yes, it's true.
I don't care
Whatever
how blue you-
size the Techno Viking was,
you got to be at least that big.
that big.
That's where they start out.
Yeah.
Like, there's no short Vikings are not a thing.
No.
Unacceptable.
So there's a couple in that fight in Muay Thai and stuff, that lower weight class, maybe. But you got to be right from Daneland or one of them countries over there.
Daneland. The country of Daneland. Oh, you didn't know? They changed the name of it.
Daneland
Daneland.
Or the Netherlands.
in the Netherlands.
The Netherlands.
Yeah, this like the funny thing is like they're like the most calm, chill people on the planet, but you still see shades of it in some of the things that like in some part of Denmark, like there's this village of them. Like I'm talking about like they're animals. There's some village of them.
Like a preserve where they keep them all.
Yeah. Where they're not
Where they're breeding them.
They've not been affected by our Anglo ways.
They're breeding them.
But they
Like
are.
there's some lost
gestation
tribe in the
period of-
Amazon or something.
They have a gestation period of
They've never
36
seen
months.
other humans.
But anyway, they fucking wrangle up these pilot whales into like a cove,
Holy shit.
and they fucking the little kids, man, like 8, 9 to like teenagers. They go out there with these like harpoon like apparatuses. They get them in this cove where it's like wait, and they just start going to town.
Yeah.
Like just for meat, I guess.
Yeah.
They're doing like Eskimos, but they're not Eskimos. They're Danish.
But they use the whole thing. They use the blubber and all the other stuff.
Yeah, and then they're very traditional. They got their iPhones. Yeah! Dude, film me. Put it on TikTok. It's like fucking stabbing them. It's like
They eat their surströmming
yeah, that's so bad.
every day.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, man. Daneland.
So
Fucking Daneland.
remember when I was gonna do that and I totally let it just go away. So no one,
Surströmming?
yeah, I was like, I'll do it, man. Then it just went away and I never talked about it again.
I'll do it with you.
What is it?
It's
Ferment.
it's fermented Baltic herring.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
I would
fermented.
totally eat it.
So you know how fish smells anyway.
Alan,
I would totally eat
watch
it.
the videos first.
it wouldn't matter. As long as I don't have to see it, I'd eat it.
No, that's the thing. You don't have to see it.
Yeah.
The smell is rancid.
Oh. Because I like sardines. I like a lot of.
no.
I like pickled herring.
You-
I like.
if you
Well,
watch it,
you might
I
have
like a
a
lot.
you might have a chance at doing like maintaining it or
Yeah.
better than I could. But
let's all just do it one day. Whatever.
man,
I will.
We have to do it outside. I'm not
Okay.
doing it
Why?
here.
You don't want us puking in your house? But I'm like, or Alan, I don't know if I've ever seen a video where at least one person didn't puke.
Dude, I chugged African tree bark, which was like fucking. It was a colon cleanse. Root.
That's a drop.
An
I chugged
African root.
tree bark.
African tree bark. It was
Perfectly
like this.
legal.
It was this ground root, and you mixed it with water, and you drank it, and it was super hard to hold down.
That sounds
I
horrible.
lost some of it, but I maintained most of it. Yeah, like immediately.
Was this when you were trying to get sober or something?
No, this was like 20 fucking years ago.
Oh, okay.
This
Yeah,
is
we
a
were just
dare.
doing it because we were a bunch of dudes sitting around drinking. I was like, let's see if we can do this. All right.
Oh, you were being anti-sober.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, let's see if we can do this. And, of course, a bunch of us did it. And I didn't puke, but kind of like had to spit a little bit back. And right out the door, I just opened the door, went, and then like, all right, I held it down. But yeah, a couple guys didn't. A couple guys launched it immediately, launched it and everything else in there. And it's like not just a colon cleanse, it's like a toxin cleanse. It's fucking, that shit was gnarly. But I felt really good about 5 or 6 days later. But yeah, it was rough.
Yeah, I don't know that I would put myself through such a.
I didn't know.
a thing.
I showed up and my buddy Frank's like, yeah, man, we're trying to do it. I'm like, hell yeah, I'll do it.
I remember Frank.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah. And his uncle Richie, who was actually only a year older than us.
Really?
Yeah. And he looked like Richie Cunningham.
Oh, Richie.
Yeah, he was like a giant Richie Cunningham, giant ginger. He was. He was a
Ted
giant.
is like,
Dude,
what
he's
a
like
dork.
6'4" or 6'5". He was like this giant ginger.
Oh, so he could have been
like
a Viking.
like Frank's grandfather remarried. Like, I think his grandma died and he remarried and then he had another kid. like around at the same time as his daughter was having Frank, or like a year before. So they grew up together.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. But he was his uncle. So, not his cousin.
Handy, I'm drawing the family tree.
Yeah.
It's a straight line.
But it was we did that stuff anyway, and it was like a toxin. It seriously like made you sweat really bad for a few days, and you kind of stunk.
Gonna make you sweat.
You kind of stunk.
bleed.
Because
I wish
it,
I
like,
had
made
that dropper.
it made you sweat like crazy, like push shit out of your body.
I'll make you sweat. Take control. Remember that
So basically, what I'm getting at is I could eat that pickled shit.
Yeah,
that you're talking
this-
about
this is-
strychnine or whatever.
It's not pickled.
it's
though.
not pickled. It's fermented.
Fermented, right?
It's literally
That's the
They
berries.
use
problem.
lye, like
They
gefilte, or is it gefilte fish?
They take the what was it, Baltic
Baltic herring.
herring, and they put it underground and let it ferment,
Okay.
and then you eat it.
And
Yeah.
it smells and tastes like complete shit.
But they eat it.
Well, they eat it. They're used to it. But the people that try eating it, the people that aren't from there, that will.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. People that conquered the world in a wooden boat ate it. Yes.
So, but there are still people that eat it now.
Gefilte fish alone. Gefilte fish is great, I think.
I mean that's what I was thinking, because I like gefilte fish. Because I dated a Jewish woman for like 10 years, so I ate gefilte fish. I had some of the interesting foods, and but I don't know. Like maybe I probably couldn't take that. Then I don't know.
It's
If nobody else can do it except for those damn Vikings, then I
Yeah.
probably couldn't do it.
No, I think you might have a shot,
Yeah.
but it's just I'm people like there's people that don't even make it through the can opening.
No.
Like they open
I'm
the
talking
can,
like they crack open the can and they start opening it, and it's like one or two turns in, or like one guy did it outside on the beach by his house, and he kept on replaying like all the vomiting and stuff in slow motion afterwards. Like, I can't think of who it was, but
No,
That sounds
Ted Barris.
Ted Barris, yes.
He's
So like I could just type this shit in.
I'll send you one of the clips. So you
Okay.
can,
anyone.
you can dig from there.
I only seen one guy slam it down, and he didn't react to it much, and he kind of looked like someone that's had a rough life.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why he was okay. But most
Like he
people,
had rock gut, like he could drink because
Well-
he drank so much crappy liquor he
Well,
could eat anything.
yeah, like those dudes that drink every day of their life, and
Yes.
that they have like that. They might only be 43, but they look 68.
Yeah.
Like that kind of guy. He
Yeah.
did it,
Yeah.
and it didn't
Like
seem to affect him.
probably kills his own food, eats every kind of animal out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I seen him like they were like, "Hey Larry, do you think you can do this?" Like somebody like kids who had a YouTube channel knew this guy Larry, I think his name was, and they gave it to him, and he did it like no fucking
Yeah, that's
problem.
rock gut, man.
Yeah.
That's why like they call like a lot of those cheap whiskeys and shit, they call it old rock gut, because it like your guts, like you have to have like a gut made of rock to hold it down.
Like, the funniest person to have is Morgan, because he has such a weak stomach.
Oh yeah.
You can make Morgan like
Johnny T's like that. You could sit there and go, and he would just start going, yeah, he'd lose it.
one thing.
Johnny T added me on Snapchat today.
Like
Oh, yeah.
one thing
Yeah.
Morgan cannot handle is the sight of cum. Yeah. So I would send him pictures of girls with cum all over their face.
Oh man, I found a video
And,
earlier. I should have sent to him.
then one time I had him call into the show. I said, check this video out. He's going, and it was just like a regular cum shot. He just was,
Or you know, like the videos where
That's fucking awesome.
the videos where you watch them where the girls are like really deep throating and stuff, and it's just all the mucus and like,
yeah,
nasty.
where the,
Oh my
where the,
God.
saliva, where the
He cannot
saliva
stand it.
where the saliva has legs.
yeah.
If
Yeah.
he sees legs, where he's like,
I can't stand that. That's disgusting, but
I'm gonna find this video and send it
I don't
to
know
him.
why guys like it, but it's fucking disgusting. But I would not vomit over it. I just would not watch it.
he just couldn't take it.
Ass smoothies.
Oh no.
Ass smoothies. Craig's here.
Craig.
Oh, there's Craig. Yeah.
Yeah, ass smoothies.
Ass smoothies are hot, man.
Ass smoothies.
We've missed a few from Premise Land there. He's got a few of them up there.
I remember Frank was talking about the stuff he likes to he's into. He's I don't know why it made me laugh so hard. It's like, I love when their mascara's running, but they're on a couch getting face fucked, and they're face fucked while they're holding their heels like back behind their body.
Yeah.
And he was telling me that story, and his wife walked by.
Are you serious?
And she's like, "You're fucking sick."
Oh, dude.
God, this is so bad.
Oh my God.
I'm like, I didn't tell him to talk about that, by the way, Karen. Yeah, so
I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna send this video to Morgan.
I want to get his reaction.
Oh, that's horrible.
So, hey, let's see if we can get him to do it. If he has his kid with him, he obviously can't. So let me see.
What Morgan?
Yeah. Let's see if he answers it. All right, let me hear.
That's what Morgan can't handle the.
Yeah, I just want to ask him. I won't keep him long. I won't keep him long.
You trying to call him?
I got to get rid of it. Yeah, I'm gonna call him. Okay. Because he gets so grossed out so easy. Okay. All right, Morgan. All right, nope. Is that it? Let's call him.
Trying to call Morgan. Different time zone though. It's like 9:06 there. It's really late.
It's not.
Is your phone not ringing?
Wait, hold on. Let me get it here. Yeah, I'm trying. I got to get the thing here. There's a good chance he's not going to answer because obviously he has a baby. But
Excuses.
try it again.
Whoa.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing, man?
Doing good. Just sitting here trying to feed the baby.
You're on the air.
Oh, you got the baby with you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
Don't look at your messenger then.
All right, don't look at your message. We were talking about on the show how you have a weak stomach, but with a kid, we're not gonna do it.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I'll wait until after the kid's not in my hands to look at it.
All right,
All
but I
right.
want to. But the thing is, I want to get the reaction to it on my show.
Okay.
All right.
Let me call you back as soon as he's done.
All
As
right.
soon as
Please
he's
don't
done
look
throwing
at it. I want your raw emotion. Okay.
All right.
But obviously with the kid, no.
All right.
All right. Bye.
Alrighty. All right.
Let me see.
It's pretty gross.
All right, man. So yeah, he's like he can't handle nothing, man.
No, he's I don't know what it is.
His Appalachian accent adds to it. Oh man, I can't take it. He gets so messed up. Morgan can't handle ass smoothies. No, you can't. I feel wrong. The thing is, he's got the cutest little kid.
I don't know what an ass smoothie is.
And his life is so happy now that he's not
Craig knows.
he's not angry anymore.
No.
So it's kind of like I feel bad taunting him now because he's like happy. Like when people are happy, you don't want to mess with them anymore. Like, oh, you get a good life. I'll just let you be happy.
Alan, let me read
You could still make do not send me if
No.
I don't want nothing to do with it. Oh,
Well,
you're
there's
gonna-
different definitions.
Brian, send it to me. I haven't.
Oh,
seen
a definition.
Did you
okay,
send it?
but yeah, the definition's fine, but
Just send it to me.
I don't want to see an ass smoothie.
No, I wouldn't do that. Craig, can you describe an ass smoothie for us?
Ass smoothie, for him or against him? That's the question.
Because these ones aren't what I thought it was.
Like, it's a good thing we don't have an audience because we'd be off YouTube like bad.
Mhm.
Like, I'm just thankful that no one cares we're doing this
Right.
because it's just we're like,
Thank you for not listening.
thank you for not following my channel. I'd be out of a job. Everything in my life would be over.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, Craig's the expert in the ass smoothie, so I'll let him explain.
We're reptilians talking about ass smoothies.
Yeah, so
Reptilians in the ass smoothies. That's the name of our new band.
no.
Reptilian and the ass smoothies.
So I'm gonna go grab a beer real quick, guys.
Yeah,
Do we have any
Alright.
talking points?
I do.
Uh,
You were talking
go
about
ahead, hit
talking
it.
about Viking people,
Yeah.
and
Oh, my hair! Oh, dude, my fucking hair got caught.
it kind of segues into someone who may be Scandinavian, Jamie Presley,
Oh,
with her blonde hair and blue eyes. because Mike posted something the other day about Jamie Presley, and it's like Jamie Presley. I don't remember anybody saying she was mid in the 90s, and I was like, oh yeah, what does mid mean? I have no idea. It's a thing people say now.
Okay.
I don't know this current modern lingo.
Means average.
Basically means average. Like she's middle of the road, average.
Huh.
And I think it had something to do with Barbie, because Barbie's coming out and there's kind of a resemblance to
For sure.
Margot Robbie and
Yeah,
stuff.
for sure.
And someone said she was mid. And I was like, what the hell is mid? I have no idea. So I found out, I learned a new word today or this week. So
Mid.
and I said out loud in front of my family, I'm like, I don't know what this means. What does mid mean? And my entire family had to explain it to me, my kids and my wife, because I didn't know. They didn't. It wasn't much of an explanation.
I didn't know.
No, I don't care.
I'm not up with you, you kids and your jive new lingo.
Yeah, I'm not. Apparently, I'm not either. I thought I was pretty up on some of this stuff,
But I would not agree with that.
oh no, I wouldn't agree with it either.
No.
I always thought she was very good looking. I had a problem. I thought her mouth was a little bit too big for her face, just a little bit too big. But I still thought she was very hot.
Yeah. All I'm gonna say is Joe Dirt, dude.
Joe Dirt. Yeah, no, she's
Your
hot.
dad's banging. And then when she was in fucking My Name Is Earl, she was hot as fuck.
She's hot.
Yeah. And Margot Robbie's hot as fuck.
But because Margot Robbie has a little bit of that going on too. Her face, her mouth is big, which is not a bad thing. I'm just saying.
So much going on here.
Yeah.
So first, okay.
Well, yeah,
I learned what
sorry.
mid. Obviously, Mike just explained it to me again, but my wife and kids also explained to me what it meant.
Yeah. How did all right, so Mike knew, but neither one of us knew.
Well, the reason it comes up because in an online, it's an online troll. Okay,
yeah.
first of all,
Okay.
and they're just trying to troll women
Gotcha.
and say like Margot Robbie's mid. That's how this all started.
Oh, okay.
And I couldn't even pretend, and I hate women as much as the next incel,
Yeah.
but I can't. I can't pretend. I can't even pretend that Margot Robbie's average looking. I can't even as a joke.
No.
And me and my sister were talking about it, like how Jamie Presley and her look a lot alike.
Yeah.
And she said, "Well, Margot Robbie's somehow a little hotter." I said, "She is," and I think it's just the nostrils. That's it. That's the only. Jamie Presley has a little bit bigger nostrils.
I really don't know what it is. I just know that like she's.
But they're pretty much they're 99% the same person.
From my point of view, I think Margot Robbie's hotter, but that doesn't discriminate anything. Jamie Presley was a babe, man.
Well, could you imagine being 98% as hot as Henry Cavill as a dude?
Yeah, right.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
I would take
50%.
I would take 3% of Cavill.
Right. Yeah. If somebody said I was a poor man something,
Yeah.
like some hot Hollywood star, and they're like, "You're a poor man's," put him in. I'd be like, "Oh, all right."
So
Yeah.
you know how
Sure. I'll take that all day long.
you know, Al, how you came up with reptilians tonight.
Yes.
Yeah.
I had an
Trademark.
idea earlier today for why isn't Cavill's fans called the cavalry?
They should be.
Yeah.
They should be.
Like, because it's a cavalry is a group of fighters.
Yeah, absolutely.
That cavalry. Beautiful
Yeah,
man.
I agree.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Could you imagine being as good looking as him?
No.
And he's nice.
Yes.
Like
And he's a nerd.
I can imagine it.
I'm
sure.
I'm an arrogant prick and I'm gross.
yeah.
So I couldn't
True.
imagine being
You
like
are.
him.
I can imagine it, but that's about as far as it goes. I mean, but yeah, I can imagine it. I would love it.
If
I would
was
have no problem with it.
1/16th Cavill.
you'd be part of the cavalry.
If I'm
I mean,
just-
if I
yeah,
look like 1/16th as good as.
if I was 1/64th of
Hey.
of the looks of that man.
Yeah, hold on. Hey, dude. You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, what's up, man?
Oh,
So is the kid no longer around you?
Yeah, he was getting on my nerves, so I gave him to his mom.
Okay.
Nice.
So how you been, man?
Good. Just trying to take care of a kid who's just throws temper tantrums and wants to be a little asshole.
Does he ever like you said he doesn't sleep?
He's doing reverse sleep shit that they do in their 4 months nonsense, and
Oh,
it's a constant. I'm getting ready to throw your ass outside and leave you there.
his sleep patterns are regressing.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
didn't you tell him he better stop?
Better stop that shit and get a
I
job.
mean, he's what, 4 months now? He ought to know.
Yeah, well,
He needs to get a job.
I'm about ready to go get milk and never come back.
Go to get milk and some smokes. I'll be back.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, that
don't do
movie
that.
Rockstar, like, I'm going to take a piss, and that means you're just leaving.
Yeah.
With me, it was take a shit.
And then you just left.
If I go to take a shit, I'm gone. I'm not coming back to the party. But
Right. It got to a point where people were like, "Where's Mike?" I'm like, "He went to the bathroom." Like, "Oh, okay."
Never mind.
They knew he's gone for the night.
Yeah.
So now we want you to react to something, and we won't keep you long. We just want you to see what you think of it. And Brian, did you send it to him already?
I sent it to him on our group chat, me and you, not the group one.
All right, just go ahead and take a look at it, if you would. And we realize you got family stuff to do, so we just want to get you.
But look at this gross thing first.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that what Bridget Fonda looks like now?
No,
Pretty
no,
gross.
not that one. I sent it between me and you only. It's in Messenger.
Yeah, I know. I'm too afraid to look at it, to be honest.
No,
with
no, you're fine. Let's look at it.
It'll be okay.
I promise.
It will be just fine.
you. No, I can't. No.
Morgan, we need ratings. You got to watch it.
We need ratings. We need viewership.
We need it.
God damn. Which one am I looking at?
Wait, the second one.
I can't, man.
Who was that one? It was that one,
Just
yeah.
watch it. Just watch it. It's not as bad as you think. It's not as bad as you think.
Not as bad as you think. Click play.
Did you watch it yet?
Yeah, he's watching. He's gagging.
Keep watching.
Keep watching.
Take it, Morgan. Take it. Take it all.
All right. Thank you. All right.
Love you, bro.
But
So much moisture on her face.
Shut the fuck.
Love you, bro, man.
yeah,
Thanks.
we love
Thanks.
Morgan. Thank you, Morgan.
Thanks for the ratings.
That's over promise. That's under promise and over delivering there by
That
Morgan.
was super fucking hilarious.
Yeah, that was fucking hilarious, dude.
Which is weird because he can't watch that, but he can talk about a poop knife and using a poop
Yeah,
knife.
right.
Well, everybody's got their thing they can't handle.
True.
I guess.
That's true.
guess.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true.
It's a normal bodily function. Saliva and jizz and blood.
Hey, man, we're all human. We got weaknesses.
Yeah, it's true. That is true.
We got weaknesses.
I
That's what we're all. Yeah,
don't.
I do.
I'm Superman.
Get some.
Yeah.
I've faced death.
and you laughed in its fucking face.
Laughed in its fucking face.
So I'll tell you a story. I had
There you
to
Tell me a story.
Tuesday. I got to hang out at the hospital for 10 hours.
Oh yeah.
It was awesome. I'm fine. Don't worry. I'm in perfect health. It's
Yes.
not me.
Yes.
Perfect health.
And actually, our father, who was seems to be in perfect health too.
He's good.
because
He's good.
nothing like seems to fade. I mean,
Because let me
go to your tell your 10 hour story.
what you said about Morgan underselling it over. How about selling something? But so okay, my parents. Okay,
Mhm.
Mom first told me about Dad's thing. Said, "Yeah, this is like 6 or 7 weeks ago now. It was
Right.
before Memorial Day,
Right.
so we knew he was gonna have a procedure because he has an AFib. They got to shock his heart back,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
rhythm and
yeah.
stuff.
The rhythm.
She's like, yeah, they got to go and they got to shock his heart. I'm like, oh, but she took a whole week to tell me about it. I didn't know for like a week. Then she's like, yeah, it's coming up. I'm like, oh, when is it? She told me a date. I'm like, well, okay, I can take him. It's a Tuesday, so I can fix my time and everything. She's like, yeah, it's cool. And then he had pushed it back because for some reason he didn't want to have it right away. He wanted to push it back to closer to the end of the month. Because remember, he could have had like June like 3rd or 4th or something.
I didn't know that.
That's
I didn't know that.
So he picked the 27th.
Oh,
He could have had it earlier in the month. I know that for a fact.
right.
It's like, yeah, and I'm like, what are they gonna do? He's like, yeah, they got shocked the heart. Well, it's really to go up through the groin. They shocked the heart. I'm like, oh, okay, cool, okay. So it was supposed to be the 27th, and then the insurance company dragged their feet and didn't approve anything, so he couldn't have it the 27th. Had to push it back 2 weeks to the 11th. So, anyways, I had to pick him up at 5:30, go to the hospital at 6 a.m.
Yep.
We get there. I'm thinking, it's a quick procedure. And it is, but it's a quick procedure. And the lady's like registering and stuff. And one nurse walks up. She's like, all right, well, I'll be the surgical waiting room nurse today. What are you here for? And he's like, I'm having the Watchman surgery in my heart. I'm like, what the fucking what? What's that?
Yeah.
He's like, Watchman surgery.
Watchman procedure.
First time I heard that phrase was that morning.
Yeah.
Nothing before that. I was like, yeah, it's Watchman surgery. I'm like, oh, okay. I didn't know I had a name. Okay. She's like, okay. And they took him back within like 4 minutes of him registering. It was so quick. He went back. And she comes up to me. She's like, let me get your number. So if you have to walk out of the room, I have your number. And now they're going to, do you know if they're planning on keeping him, if they're sending him home? Like, well, he told me that they're guessing they're probably going to send him home, but there's a slight chance he could stay. She's like, oh. I'm like, what? It's like, oh, it's kind of weird. Usually with the Watchman surgery, they used to keep, 70% of the people, 75% of the people overnight. It was just what they did. But it's been a couple of years. Maybe things have changed. Just with the details of the surgery, it usually like to keep them. I'm like, okay. So I went back to my laptop immediately, on my work laptop there, and I log in. I'm like, Watchman surgery. It is way more than Dad let on. They're putting an implant in his fucking heart.
Yep.
It's literally, it looks like a mini, like an earbud you put in your ear, but like a mini version
implant schmimplant
into his left ventricle of his heart that stays there till the day he dies.
Yeah.
It's there forever.
Yeah.
It's a fucking pacemaker is what it is.
It's tracking every move.
Yeah,
now.
who don't need a little help?
It's the aliens, dude.
It went from, they're going to get shot.
Just a little assistance.
Just a little
It's
shot.
not a big deal.
To they're implanting something in his body. He has to have a card with him at all times because if he goes through detectors, you got to have something proven that it says. I'm like, he completely undersold this surgery to me. Like he never went into any details about anything. It's not like he had a couple of days. It's been 6 weeks. Okay, well, whatever, it's fine. So I'm sitting there, and there was a Mexican dude, and who I later found out was his daughter, sitting there already when we got there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I went by myself because they said you can only have one person.
Right.
Like Highlander.
One person. There can only be one.
Yeah.
Only be one. So Mom didn't go, which I know she wanted to go. I really did not want her to go.
Because she probably wouldn't have wanted to be there very long.
Exactly. And she would have, this would have killed her because it was so long. So long. So they take him back, and they're like, yeah, surgery won't start till about 6:30, but we got to prep him and everything. Or 7:30. We have to prep him and everything. I'm like, okay, fine. So I'm sitting there, and
he's fine. According to him. Not me.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Everybody knew. I didn't find out about the surgery.
Read the comments.
Dad told me on day one they were putting a wire in the heart that blocks blood from getting into one valve in your face. And even that's not right. There's no wire. It's a little tiny earbud implant in his heart. There's no wire. They use the wire to get up there.
Yeah.
But the wire's not staying up there. The wire is putting this implant into his heart. So the government can track him at all times.
Yeah, exactly. Aliens.
So anyways, I'm sitting there, and Mexican guy who's older and his later found out his daughter. They're sitting there. And they had taken his wife back, and she was having robotic surgery. So her surgery is supposed to be longer and stuff. And I had just me, and they had two already. So they're already over the limit. And the daughter said to the nurse, hey, some of our family's downstairs because there's another waiting room downstairs you can sit in. You can bring whatever you want. Just when you go to the surgical waiting room, it's just one. And the lady's like, oh, you don't have to swap out. Just if they want to come up here, have them come up. She's like, you sure? She's like, no. Yeah, that rule's whatever. It's a light rule.
Meaning we have room up here, so go ahead.
9 new people show up.
9.
To go along with the original 2. They had 11 people in their party. When I came in, and I turned to
and
there was a lot of that, mostly from the dad. We walk in, and the desk is right in front of you, and we walk in. And I turned to the left and went to the corner because there's a table there that has a plug in it that I can plug in my laptop to. This waiting room's as big as your house, bigger. It's huge.
Yeah.
It's a big waiting room. I'm not joking. I'm sitting here in the corner. You go 40 feet that way, is the front door, and then her desk is right there across from the door. And then I'm against this wall.
Yeah,
There's
so
all
you're
these chairs
way off in the farthest corner.
because I was going to do some work.
Yeah.
Where do you think this entire influx of Mexican people sat down at?
The very next.
Right here along this wall in these 2 rows of chairs.
Yep.
So I'm sitting here.
Oh,
I'm looking at
they
them.
came over the wall. I'll tell you that.
I'm looking
right
at them the whole time. They're directly in front of me, the whole family.
Yeah.
It turns out it was the guy, and I think there was 3 daughters, 3 or 4 daughters, 2 sons, the wife's husband or the wife's brother and his wife, and then another brother, plus the 2 that were originally there. So they have like 11 people there waiting for this lady. And they just camped out all day. They played Uno. They went and got McDonald's. They, whatever, charging their cell phones.
They loved it.
They were ready. Anyways,
Day at the beach.
they had to sit right there. But I texted Alan and Craig. And I'm like, this is weird. Okay, there's 4 daughters there, all right?
Mm-hmm.
And a daughter-in-law, so 5 daughters technically. One daughter was obviously the old one who had sacrificed everything to be the head of the family, and she'd given up. She was probably cute way back when, all right? And then there was 3 daughters. One was the obviously youngest, smoking hot, Latina.
All right. She sounds hot.
Oi, Poppy.
She had like the jean jacket look, but she had like the pants on, but she had like a midriff. And her shirt's like this big.
Yeah. Sounds hot.
Very good looking. The next one up
She was waving you over.
was
Was
also
she wearing
very-
LA gear?
She was not wearing. She was not wearing LA.
LA gear.
The whole wire, nothing but the wire. Thanks.
I don't know if somebody that.
Wire it is.
LA gear.
Well, did you see Craig's picture? He got his gift for. Oh, he sent it in our group.
No.
He ordered a gift for Amanda for Mother's Day, and it just showed up. It's old school LA gear looking shoes.
Oh, for real?
No joke. I'll show them to you in a few.
That's
Anyways,
hilarious.
the next daughter up was like, you could tell that she was as hot as the other one when she was younger, but she had grown up a little bit, become a little bit more professional, but smoking hot.
Yeah.
And then the
Professional smoking hot.
the next daughter up, also extremely attractive.
Yes.
A little bit more put together, like she was I can't think of what she wasn't dressing like a young lady anymore. She was sophisticated a little bit, but she was hot.
Right.
And then the next one, my description was, do you know who Rachel Dratch is from Saturday Night Live? Debbie Downer. She's not a good looking lady.
Yeah.
She's funny though.
Yeah.
I know her. Yeah.
Rachel Dratch.
Drag.
She's got like bug eyes.
Yeah.
She's been in a bunch of stuff. That was, or if you've ever seen Grown Ups, when Rob Schneider had,
I have not seen. But
it was like his daughters were like Jamie Chung, who's like an Asian hot actress, and then like one that looked like Malin Ackerman, and then one that looked like him. So imagine Rob Schneider as a Latina woman. Okay, that was it. And I said that to them, and like, well, maybe she's the funny one. I'm like, I don't know. She didn't seem very funny.
Yeah,
Well,
that's what I said. I go, maybe
yeah.
she's the funny one.
So a little while later, they're all
Yeah,
going.
everybody, you're trying to be positive. Everybody brings something to the table.
Well, a
right?
little while later, they're all going at it, and they're kind of talking shit to each other, mostly in English, but eventually they start saying some stuff in Spanish. And
Did you do the speak American around me?
and one brother said something, and she said something back to him in Spanish, like blah 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 blah, and he's like, and they're all like, oh, like she burned him. I'm like,
Yeah.
she is the
She
funny
is the
one.
funny one. See?
See, I messaged him right
She's
away.
got
Like,
talent.
you're right, she is the funny one. She just burned her brother real bad in Mexican. But anyways, that was early in the day. I mean, like, so my dad's surgery was supposed
By the
to
way, we know the difference between English and Spanish. We're saying American and Mexican
yeah,
as a cell phone.
yes.
We know the difference.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Don't be offended. Please.
Yeah.
No.
So
And if you are, well, we don't care.
dad's
Yeah.
surgery. So get
Don't
back to
listen.
the surgery. Dad's surgery was supposed to start at about 7:30. Ended up starting about 8. But they said it was anywhere from an hour to an hour and a half. And they were right. 9:30, I think, was done. The recovery nurse calls back on the desk phone and wants to talk to me. It's like, hey, he's out. They just changed this chart, so now they want to keep him overnight. Problem is, they just did it, and I have no beds. I don't know when he's going to get a bed. I'm like, oh, well, that sucks. What do you want me to do? She's like, well, do you have a cell phone? I'm like, yeah. So I'm going to come back and get a cell phone, and take it back to him and he can get a hold of you or do whatever he wants when he comes out of the grogginess. She didn't say that. She said technical terms. But he was groggy, from being under.
Operational exhaustion.
And I'm like, well, how did the surgery go? She's like, I think it went good.
Oh, boy.
I'm like, oh. She's like, well, the doctor will be able to talk to you shortly. She's literally just a recovery nurse. She wasn't in the operating room.
No, she does. Yeah.
They're bringing her
He had
him
no
out.
clue about anything. Yeah.
She's like, I think it went good, but the doctor will be able to talk to you
basically,
shortly.
it was an hour and a half.
An hour and a half. But by the time she called me on the desk phone, it was like 10 to 10. So
That's how I knew it was okay, because I already knew a couple people that have had this.
Yeah.
And one person, it took, like, the normal procedure was about an hour and a half or so.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other guy had issues, and it was 7 fucking hours. And then he missed a week of fucking work afterward. He thought he was coming back in the next fucking morning.
Well, Dad thought he was going back to work.
No, I knew he wasn't. This guy's like 20 years younger than Dad, so he thought he was going back to work.
No, I'm going back to work. I'm all right.
This nurse came
I'm
out.
all right.
And let me this is gonna lay the groundwork for a later story. So the nurse came out less than 10 minutes later to get a cell phone, and she's like, Dunlap, looking for Dunlap? I was like, yeah. So she called out my name. This is key to my story later
You
on.
just gave your name.
I was like, yep, right here. And she's like, okay. Well, first she said I just gave my last name. I just doxed myself.
Yeah, that's what I said.
So
You just gave your last
Ted
name.
gave my name out earlier.
Couple
It
times,
doesn't
yeah.
matter.
So first she said my first name.
I don't think people can handle 15 minutes of Google to find out who we all are and ruin our life.
it's not worth it. We suck.
Yeah.
But she said my
you,
first name.
You couldn't possibly ruin my life.
She said my first name first, but Mom was on the phone with me, so I didn't hear her right away, and I had to hang up on Mom. And then, so she said my first name. Well, there's a lady in there who's waiting for her husband to finish his much more serious surgery, who has the same first name as me. So she started saying the name. She's like, yeah. She's like, oh, not you. Basically, oh, not you. And it was me. And she's like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't think about the same first name. She's like, yeah, it's a common name. Yeah, it is. But so I get the phone. I'm like, all right, well, when the doctor me out, she's like, he'll be out shortly. Don't worry. All right, this is at 10 o'clock. At 12:45, I had talked to Dad twice on the cell phone and talked to Mom called her on the phone, and I still hadn't seen a doctor. So 3 hours and 45 minutes later.
Right.
So, I'm sorry, I talked to Dad once. So while I'm waiting at 12:45, Dad calls, and I'm not sitting in this room around all these people talking on my phone. I walk out in the hallway. Okay, I'm in the hallway. Her desk, let's say her desk is right there. Your front window is her desk, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
I'm standing on the other side of your counter, but I'm standing in front of glass doors that are open. They're not closed.
Yeah.
So there's a wide view directly to me. You can see me.
Yeah.
I'm in her line of sight. While I'm on the phone with my dad, my mom rings in, so I'm talking to her again. And this guy walks by me, and he makes a beeline for this lady who's sitting at a table right by the nurse's desk. And he talks directly to her about the surgery and stuff. And then he turns around and says something to the nurse, and then like 5 seconds later walks away and goes the opposite way of what he came. Like a minute and a half later, he comes walking by. He must have went to the cafeteria, got a drink, walks by me, and goes back the other way. I get off the phone. I walk in there, and the nurse says to me, oh, I didn't know where you were at. I'm like, what are you talking about? She's like, the doctor, he was just here to talk to you. I'm like, you didn't know where I was at. I was standing in front of you.
They're right fucking there.
I'm 12 feet away in front of you. She's like, oh, but I didn't see you. I'm like, you've called out everybody else's name in this whole place.
Yeah.
When their people come in. Everybody's, how come you call my name? She's like, well, I didn't see you. I'm like, that's why you call my name. You call my name because you didn't see me.
Oh, my God.
I said to her, I'm like, I'm not John fucking... No, I didn't say it. I didn't say I was John Cena. I'm like, I was right here. That's why you call out the name. She's like, yeah, but I was closer to her then than I was sitting in my chair.
And then the doctor's like gone.
Gone. So when I was sitting in my chair in the corner, I was over twice as far away from her, and she could see me from the fucking desk. But she couldn't see me directly in front of her.
She has
like the sun was in her eyes.
She has no peripheral vision.
I don't know. So I was a little upset with her, but I let it go.
Yeah.
Does she have time blindness?
So I went
She
back.
had time blindness.
I went back up there. I'm like, I know you didn't see me. I don't know how, but can you tell me when the doctor will be back? She's like, well, he's got another procedure. I'm like, how long is that procedure going to take? Hour and a half. I'm like, I have been here for 7 hours already, and I haven't talked to a doctor about my dad's surgery. It's been done for 4 hours, over 4 hours. When am I going to talk to a doctor? When he's done with procedure. But he ended up coming back. It was like exactly an hour. He came back at like 1:45, and he was like, "It's like it went great, flying colors." I'm like, "Okay, that's all I wanted to know.
That's all I needed to know, dude.
I just didn't talk to me. Even the nurse who was in the recovery room, all she said was like, "I think it went good." He's like, "All right, I'm sorry about it. We had a lot of procedures this morning, and we try to double them up. So I'm not going to come out and talk to everybody after every single one. We try to get them done, and then I'll come out and talk to a couple of different people, you know."
Yeah, because a lot of them are really short procedures.
Yeah, exactly. So I get it. And he was really cool. He's like, so is he ready to go home today? I'm like, well, they said that they put it in the chart that at the end of the surgery, he's going to be staying. He's like, oh, well, does he want to go home? I'm like, I'm sure he does. Well, let me see what I can do. Goes back there.
Meaning, I'm just going to go send this guy home.
Goes back there, checks on him and stuff. And he comes back. He's like, yeah, he's going to go home.
Yeah.
Like, okay, cool. And then that was it. I didn't hear anything. And then I called back to Dad a little while later, and he's like, yeah, I'm still waiting. He did give him something to eat finally, which is good because he'd been fasting. He's a fucking diabetic.
Yeah.
So they had to do that. And he's like, I haven't heard anything. I'm like, oh, they told me you were going home now. He's like, oh, they did? They haven't told me that. So they didn't tell him that. And then he calls me up like 5 minutes later. He's like, be outside at 4 o'clock in front of the front door. Not a minute later, they're going to bring me out. I'm like, yeah, sure. Sure they're going to bring him out right at 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
So this is 3 o'clock at this point. I've been sitting in this emergency room for 9 hours, or this waiting room for 9 hours. And she's like, well, we got about an hour. And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to go sit in my car for the next hour. I don't want to sit in here anymore.
Yeah, they won't communicate with you anyway.
Yeah, they won't. I'm getting more communication from the patient on his cell phone who's back there in the recovery room because, remember, she told me just before 10 o'clock she was going to still trying to find a bed for him. At 3 o'clock, they still hadn't found a bed for him.
No.
So that's the reason they weren't having him stay. They had nowhere for him to stay.
Yeah.
So,
And that doctor isn't, let me see what I can do. The doctor's going to go back, look at him, and go, you feel all right? You think you can go home?
Well,
Send him home.
Yeah,
you feel
done.
okay? Yeah, cool.
he's
Right,
got
right.
after the surgery, he has to lay flat for 4 hours almost because they're going into the groin, and that's where the artery is and stuff.
Yeah,
I think I'm make sure he's not gonna bleed out. He was fine, but he's like, they told me be at that front door at 4 o'clock. I'm thinking it's a hospital. We'll see how this goes. 3:59 and 30 seconds. He's like, they're pulling me up to the door in 1 second. I'm like,
No.
oh my god. I'm like, did you make them do that? They were ready.
They probably had just overwhelmed. Like, get him out.
They were
get him
overwhelmed.
out.
So because obviously I work for a hospital system. This is at a different hospital system, but they had taken one of the recovery rooms and converted it to ER overflow last year.
Yeah.
Our main branch did it also because they had so many people come in the ER. They needed a little bit of an overflow. But the problem is now the overflow needs an overflow. They're filling up the overflow.
Yeah,
room
because
too.
they made too much room.
They made too much room, and now they're using all that room.
They could have just did what if you do not have capacity, you can say you can't come in unless you're dying.
Yeah.
You know?
That's why people, I remember you always hear the horror stories. People like, went to the emergency room. I sat there 5, 6, 7 hours and didn't see anybody. That used to happen a lot. I never personally had to go through it, but I know people that had. Like, there'd be times, because usually I was taking a kid in, and the kid, I never went for myself because I'm invulnerable. I don't need it. Nothing ever happens to me. But usually it was 2 or 3 hours, maybe a 4-hour delay. But there's people like 6, 7, 8 hours. They're not seeing anybody, and they're going to these overflow rooms, and it doesn't make a difference. They don't have enough people to see the people.
No. Dude, I was in there.
But that was my whole day. I got to see a bunch of hot Latinas and stuff. Oh, and she gave me a coupon for a free coffee.
Hola, amigo.
She's like, hey, you've been sitting here all day. You want a coupon for a free coffee? I'm like, sure.
When Dad wheeled me in the hospital, I got there at 3:30 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
I didn't get to bed until 8:30 the next morning.
Yeah, I mean, it does. It happens. It happens a lot more.
But the cool thing was, they knew I was staying, and so they put an IV. They put the IV needle in for when they were getting, so that it was already done. They had like a triage area or whatever, and we're sitting in this recliner, and they're like, he goes, hey man, I don't have anything coming in right now. I don't have anybody I got to deal with. We can leave you here and
like
get some rest. No, let me right in the reclining chair.
Oh, okay,
they
gotcha.
pulled the curtain, and as soon as I was like, I felt like really sleepy all of a sudden, which I hadn't been sleeping. I just felt comfortable and like passed out for a little while.
Nice.
And then he was like, "Hey man, I got to put you back out there. I'm getting a lot of people in." Because what they had like six like little areas, and they all had these recliner chairs, and that's where they'd put all the IVs into people, get them ready for.
That was
down
the street, right?
No, this was when I was at.
Oh, you mean recently?
Yeah.
For some reason, when you said that, I started thinking.
When Dad wheeled me in there, it was 3:30 in the afternoon. I didn't get to bed till.
For some reason, I didn't go back to your most recent. I went back to when your appendix burst.
Oh no,
50 years ago.
Oh no, no, that was when they left me out. Yeah, that was when they.
I was like, oh yeah, you've been in the hospital since then, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
37 years ago.
37 years ago.
Well,
No, 35 years ago.
Go back to like the dads not admitting there's problems.
Oh,
yeah.
My dad got last week, so why we didn't show. He got a bad respiratory virus. It's not COVID. I tested negative. I'm like, all right, and he seemed fine. And my mom who has obviously many issues, kind of got over it fairly quick.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm kind of tending to him, but he's her main caretaker. I'm option 2, and he's having a rough go with it. And still,
wow.
And but he got better, and then went out and did yard work, and he got sick again, but last Friday, not this Friday, but all the way a week ago, I had to leave work early because I was like, Dad, you all right? He's like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm like, all right. Well, I'll be off work in a couple hours, but I was back at the shop.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, as long as you're up and moving around. He's like, no, I'm in bed. I'm like, you're not. If you're fucking in bed, you're not okay. So, like, can you get up? He's like, no, I don't really feel like it. I'm like, I'm coming home.
Wow.
So I come home, and kind of talk to him and everything, and like he felt like shit for a few days, and then got better. He's out there doing yard work and everything. They gave him a little Z-Pack or whatever, and he's out there doing yard work, and then he's sick again. So I go. My mom's got COPD, but she has 2 oxygen concentrators.
Mm-hmm.
I go over there today. He's like, I feel pretty good today. He's got her oxygen.
Yeah.
Her spare oxygen. He's like, I feel pretty good today. I'm like, yeah, because you're on her oxygen.
Right.
You're not okay. He's like, well, I'm going to see the doctor Monday. I'm like, oh, whatever, man. I'm like, and I check his, give me your finger, check his oxygen, make sure it's okay and everything. God damn, man. They always act like they're okay, and they're not.
Yeah.
Like, you're not okay, dude.
Yeah.
If you're in bed, you're not okay. That in bed, unable to move, and then he's like, he's like, he had the chill so bad. He's like, I didn't want to take the blanket off. To go get my glasses. I'm like, yeah,
so you can't see anything.
Yeah. That means you're cold. That means you're sick.
So I was talking about this at work with people, and it's like, it's weird. We're getting to the age where, like, I mean, obviously you guys don't have kids, but I know your older nieces and nephews don't need you anymore. My kids don't need me as much anymore.
Yeah.
But you get to a point where your parents fucking need you more now. So you're basically taking care of old kids.
Yeah, exactly.
A little bit more. I mean, you've been doing it for a few years. We've only been doing it a little bit because Dad's pretty, can do a lot of stuff himself.
He's fine.
He's fine.
He's fine right now.
He's fine. I mean, he was fine the next day.
I mean, like, he's got that knee bothers the shit out of him, and at first, when I first seen him, like, having trouble walking down the stairs, I was like, I was concerned about it, but then I remembered that one knee's messed up. So it's more of a precaution. He takes a minute to get.
No, he should.
Because going up the stairs, he has no problem. The knee doesn't bother him going that way, but coming down him for some reason, it seems to be the issue. So
I told him, because he does caretaking to my mom. Like, if you got to go to the hospital, go to the hospital. I have right now. I look at my part-time off. It adds up to 27 days, Dad. I got 27 days I can take.
Yeah,
go to the fucking hospital.
Yeah.
Okay. He's like, no, I'm all right. Then I go there, he's got oxygen on. Like,
yeah,
you're not all right.
Right.
But he's the thing is, like, me and my sister were talking about it. He's one of these Mick Jagger looking Anglo motherfuckers where they expect him to like be going forever, but the reality is he's chain smoked since he was 9.
Yeah.
9 years old, not 14, not 15, 9.
Yeah.
Eventually you gotta pay that debt.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
so any little
right.
and like he used to like shrug off viruses and well now
Well,
obviously the last
it fucks with your blood flow.
the last 2 or 3 he's had has been bad.
Yeah.
It's been bad.
Well, it restricts your blood flow, fucks with your blood flow. It causes a reduction in oxygen, obviously.
Yep.
There's a lot of fucking bad. There is. I'm just gonna say it again. I've preached it as a smoker for 36 years, but still, it's a fucking. It is. There's nothing good about it. Nothing. Yeah. I don't care what people say. Oh, it relaxes me. Find something else.
Yeah.
Find fucking something else. It's fucking. There's nothing good about it.
Well, like I told my sister because she's 42 or something.
Mm-hmm. She quit for a long time too.
And she's smoking, and I'm like, she has a smoker's cough, a bad one.
Yeah.
I said, listen, I know I got my problems. I'm fat as fuck. It's gonna kill me if I don't do something about it. I'm well aware. But you have kids.
Yeah.
Stop smoking.
Yeah.
You have a smoker's cough. You don't.
She didn't smoke for a few years.
You don't have. You don't have dad's family's genetics where you can smoke forever, and like my dad's brother Kerry, I don't know how Kerry's older than my dad. He's like 73, 72. He's pretty old now.
Yeah,
he chain smokes. I've never heard him cough once.
I think him and our dad are the same age.
I feel like Kerry's even a year older than Dad, maybe 74.
He's something. And Kerry has he hasn't been to the doctor since he was like 14 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So he's one of those people, those rare people that would have survived the cowboy days.
Yeah.
But I'm like, not everybody's going to get that lucky. Stop smoking.
No.
Stop it.
Yeah, it's horrible, man.
I
mean, don't get me wrong, I love it.
No, I'm sure it's great.
I loved it. I mean, it's the.
We all got a thing.
4 years without a drink.
I like to eat. We all got a thing.
4 years without a drink has not bothered me. 4 years without a cigarette, it's still every once in a while, man.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Every once in a while, it's like being around smokers. It's not horrible, but sometimes, depending on my level of stress, just normal everyday stress that you're not really thinking about. But yeah, then sometimes it's just like, oh man, yeah, I could go for one of those right now.
Oh, I imagine.
But I know I couldn't because it'd just make me super high and it'd give me a major head rush, and then I'd feel like shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's
Morgan sent me a message. I fucking threw up all over my floor. I didn't even make it to the toilet. I legit can't handle that shit. Brian, thanks. You're welcome.
I can't handle it.
I can't. I still bring this up. Because you said earlier about his accent when he says stuff. I can't.
Yeah, I can't.
We were here for one of the nerd fests and stuff, and he had come up. And I think it was, I don't remember which one it was, but Frank or somebody hit him in the elbow, and he was complaining about it for hours. And he's like, he hit me right in the tendonitis. He said tendonitis, and that's how I always say tendonitis.
Tendonitis.
Ironic that it's supposed to calm you, but most smokers are usually on edge.
Yeah. Well, that's probably
true.
why they do it.
It's all it does. There is literally a chemical that they put into the cigarettes that releases. Basically, it gives you a false sense that it's releasing endorphins. Because this doctor told me it years ago. Because I quit. I quit for 3 years. And I mean, I cheated a little bit, but I didn't touch them. I would have one sometimes at the bar on the weekends, but I didn't smoke for 3 years. But he told me, he goes, if you start working out, it'll
mimic the same thing.
Yeah, it'll mimic it. Yeah, exactly. So, and I did that at first, and it worked. I didn't touch one at all for I don't know, 9 months or something like that.
So that's they say another one that's really bad to get off is caffeine.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because if you're a hardcore caffeine addict,
lies.
I hear it I've seen some people say that they're never the same again. They stop.
I wouldn't doubt that.
And then they're they can't ever get to that point where they can get up in the morning and be happy. A lot of addicts, they quit heroin, they feel great after they get through the withdrawals and survive.
Yeah.
Alcohol, same thing. But they said caffeine is one of the ones you stop it and if you fry your adrenals, you're fucked.
Yeah.
And you're never going to basically have a nice morning feeling with a coffee. that's out the window. But that's at a certain point. And I'm not saying if you're 23 drinking coffee, just accept it. You're done, man. But I'm talking about like if you've been drinking coffee for 25, 30 years like me, hardcore. I probably fried my adrenals. It's probably ruined. I'm guessing.
I honestly,
that's my excuse to never stop.
You know, a lot of people like that's like the first thing that they either have. They get up early enough and they have the coffee made as soon as they get up. I don't usually have my first cup till like I'm already awake and at it for like 2 hours. You know, so
how do you live? No, I probably don't have my first sip of coffee till about an hour after I've been up.
Yeah. I'm about 2 hours, and then I have like a half cup, and then I have another half cup, and then what I've been doing is I haven't been drinking any more. Other than that, I'll drink some green tea or something. I've got like tea at work that I use because we got a hot water thingy.
So yeah, it would same thing. Ours is on the side of our coffee. Maker.
So that's what I've been doing, and just trying to cut the caffeine down, just because it was causing stomach issues and everything for me. So I just realized that that's part of what but then again, I don't know, because like even like Lindsay's husband was telling me his dad, it's been 15 years, and he still has like shit that just one day it agrees with him, the next day it doesn't.
Yeah.
Same food, same fucking drink, whatever. I'm like, it's good to know that that's what's going to, that's what I'm in store for. But at the same time, it sucks to know.
Yeah, it does suck.
Because it's like, okay, well, now what do I do?
See, so I can't eat taquitos every day.
Yeah, so how am I supposed to fix that? So, yeah.
Man, I just really wanted, for some reason out of nowhere, I want some 7-Eleven taquitos.
Oh.
I haven't had them in...
They had a whole tray of them.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure those haven't been there all day.
They had a whole rack of them.
You got to give them in the morning or just before lunch. It's the best time to get them. But I haven't had any in, 8 months.
That's probably good.
Probably, but I don't care. I want them.
Yeah.
I want them in my mouth.
Thanks for listening to the Dude Sean on Podbean. Hello, Dude Sean.
Oh, hey.
What's going on, man?
All
right. Welcome to the show.
But, caffeine is my downfall, Ted. Well, the thing is with caffeine, I think if you do, it's like the sweet spot. If you do like 2 or 3 cups a day, it's great.
Yeah.
But when you delve deep into it like I have, it's total dependency.
You have to have a cutoff time also. Yeah. You shouldn't really drink it after, for me, it's probably 1 or 2 o'clock, but I always do drink it after that time.
Dude, I drink my last cup at probably like 9.
That's probably too late.
And then you go to sleep and sleep at night, a regular.
And I have these demonic fucking night terrors because of it.
Nice.
Mine should be, but yeah, I've gone as late as like 7 o'clock and still drink coffee. But 2 o'clock just doesn't work.
So yeah. I wish I couldn't drink, but the problem with that is like I usually I come home from work and I take a nap.
Yeah.
Now the nap is usually 1 to 2 hours, and then when to wake up from the nap, I'll drink coffee, and then I'll drink 1 or 2, and then I don't know, it's fucking and then I have demonic nightmare dreams and it's like like where demons are tearing my flesh off my body and stuff like that. The basics.
I won't nap during the week because I know I go to bed at like 9:30. So really taking a nap when I get home doesn't make sense because it's just going to mess up my...
I don't try to take a nap.
Circadian rhythm.
But if I eat a huge dinner, I'm like in my favorite chair already. And
yeah. Now, Fridays when I get home, I do try to take a nap because I want to stay up later and maybe watch some stuff and watch some awesome movies on Tubi TV.
It's not what I'm trying to do, but that's what keeps happening. And then I get off at noon.
And that way I can take a nap on Saturday before we do this.
Yeah.
And I can stay up later again.
Yeah, I took a 3-hour nap today.
I took a 2-hour nap, or almost 2 hours. Basically, how long is Back to the Future? That's how long I slept.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
After the first 5 minutes, I fell asleep. So
I did something yesterday. I did a Radio Underground song stuff, which Brian was my only listener.
I listened the whole time.
And I did it last night just to test the equipment out. And, of course, I went to do the show today, and it didn't work.
You should let me know. I would have checked it out.
He sent us a message.
You did?
Yeah. But so
that's how I got it.
So I did something I haven't done in, like, probably...
You just DJ'd last night.
6 months. Well, I drank on a Friday. Usually it's just Saturday. but I started having a few beers because my I thought about like talking about it. I'm not going to, but I flipped out on people at work.
Yeah.
So I ended up drinking on a Friday, which I never do, because I like to just do it Saturday and let my body fully recover.
I found it amazing.
So
I never saw that.
10, 12. It was at midnight.
Oh, I was way sleeping.
So
You didn't see it at midnight?
I was way sleeping by
so,
then.
So the good thing about Podbean is people like I watch other shows, and I called into another show twice.
Yeah.
And but anyway, I was play music, and you don't get copyright struck or none of that shit, so it's kind of nice.
So, but wait, hold on.
So you were just playing music, checking out the equipment. And stuff.
Yeah, and talking in between, like I used to do when we were on when you lived here with your Jewish woman.
Yeah, my lady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to go backwards. So you blew up on some people at work.
I don't want to talk about it.
All right.
I don't want to get in trouble.
Okay.
But,
No, I wasn't even going to bring it up because I figured if you wanted to, you'd have brought it up.
I mean, if you tell your story about blowing up people on people work, I'll bring. No, I don't have any.
I'm
trying to trick you.
Put it this way: if I probably should have been bare minimum written up.
Yeah.
I wasn't.
Wow.
I mean, I was like,
how many days has it been?
No, I didn't cross the Rubicon of threats or anything like that. But I let everybody know what I think of what they're doing, and I did the whole deal. You know, where you're in. It was pretty bad.
Well, were they asking for it? Were they wearing something?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, they were wearing for it. They were they were asking for it by me doing their job for them. That's why they. And I know everybody. Everybody says that I'm doing everybody's, but in a way, I was kind of was, and I snapped.
That sucks.
But the one guy I don't feel bad. The one guy I generally do, and I did apologize to him. Like, hey man, sorry, because this whole week my parents were sick, and like, not only did I not get to like kind of take care of, because there's so many vacations and everything, they were making me stay and do other people's stuff, and then there was a person that didn't do something that that weaseled his ass out of it after I drove. So I'm driving, 300-400 miles a day, but then now I'm responsible for doing something that's at the hub, the warehouse.
Yeah.
How am I supposed to handle this and this other thing when I'm not here?
Yeah.
Right.
And you got 25 people in this building, but the guy that's hundreds of miles away has to do this, and I did that whole thing, the whole meltdown.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't threaten anybody though.
No.
Which is a plus. Because I'm not gonna.
So was this early in the week that it happened?
Midweek.
And you haven't been written up, so then it's probably not happening.
Yeah, I did it like 3 days in a row though.
Oh.
Like every time someone came up to me and someone made the horrible mistake of saying, well, according to this map, like how they mapped out how it goes, because this computer says. And I didn't allow my ego to at the door, because I've been driving
you didn't leave him.
So I've been driving since 1999.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, a computer says. I did that whole.
Did you have that tone of voice?
Oh yeah.
All right.
And,
Yes.
and I was like,
It's so beautiful.
so since the computer says, why don't you do it? And I did the whole, the whole thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's my favorite.
And then you're like you're in bad bad rapport with people when no one's talking to you.
I've done it with programmers over and over again.
Like literally, no one's talking to me.
Yeah,
the whole time.
You need to go back in Monday morning and just be like all chipper and like nothing happened at all last week.
Like bring in donuts. Be like, hey guys, how you doing?
Yeah.
Did you guys have a great weekend? Yeah, great weekend, man.
Yeah, the funny thing is, all the women are nice to me. They love that masculine. Like, how you doing, Mike?
Yeah, they're leaving puddles.
Yeah,
yeah.
I need a man in my life like you.
I've definitely dealt with that with programmers, because they'll go, well, like the simulation says that this machine can handle this at this speed, and this time, and I'm like, oh, your drawing says that it can do that. Oh,
my boss is spineless. I do what I want.
Yeah, I know, for 10 years, but I'm like, so this machine, okay, I get it. So this should do it because your simulation says it. I'm like, well, hey, man, go ahead.
Go ahead and do the simulation.
Or I'll be like, I'll set the whole job up, and all you got to do is hit the fucking button.
Yeah,
I'm going to walk away.
That's funny when you
and we're going to see if your fucking simulation works.
That's funny when you get to that level of statistics.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, go ahead, do it that way.
Yeah.
I'll just stand back. You know what? I don't know what I'm doing, and you do. So here's what you do.
Go ahead, man.
We're going to have
Push
you
the
do
button.
it this way.
Mm-hmm.
You're like holding their hand. Press the button. Come on.
Yeah, push the
Press
button.
it.
Push the fucking button.
Press the button. Come on, pin dick. Press
Just
it.
fucking lose it.
Yeah,
Just
I'm
go
like,
all like fucking, push the fucking button.
Push the button. Push it.
Ours is more because ours are printers.
Then you lick the side of it. Push the button.
Good
that
boy.
might be over the line.
When you get to that sadistic level of anger,
You're like, good boy.
the licking the face might be over the line.
yeah.
Like lick his face and go, good boy.
Come on, yeah.
You know,
Hey, it worked. You were right. Oh my God. Hey.
Oh, wait, look. Oh, there's parts flying everywhere. I told you it wouldn't work.
I'm so shy.
Then you turn into a demon after it goes, what did I tell you?
We used to have bosses that would do that because our printers are, the machines and stuff are rated for this many copies in a minute. It's like, this thing's rated for 5,000 copies a minute. I'm like, oh, okay. You know what? It's not a car that they're putting on a test track in perfect. This isn't gas mileage where they pump up their numbers by having the most optimal conditions possible.
Sure.
This is like, this thing when you first get it is going to run at this, but we have been running it for however long. We know exactly what it can do without jamming, without doing this. Not quite as malicious or as mean as your guys's, but ours is the same way. Everybody is. Like, boss was like, well, my literature says this. Like, your piece of paper's wrong.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
My literature says
Ted.
people like you need to be put in camps.
Throw the
How about that
computer to
literature?
the ground and scream, what's it say now? You got to grab him by the back of the neck and go, what's it say now? What's it say?
Yeah, the worst, though, is when you flip out on everybody.
Yeah.
And you end up being wrong.
Yes.
And then you don't even want to address it.
Oh, yes.
You're like, listen, I tell everybody, I've been doing this job for 23 years.
Yeah.
And I know what I'm doing. And you're fucking dumb. And you do the whole thing.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then it ends up being your fault after all.
Yeah.
And then you just got to
That's not the point.
It's not, it doesn't, it
I'm
doesn't,
trying to prove a point.
it has not happened very many times.
No.
But it has happened. And the one time, like, the next day, I just went, "Hey, everybody, my bad," and then I went to work. That's all I said. And then, because what else could I say?
Yeah.
I just went, "My bad."
Yeah, you go on
and
that-
I just shook my head. I said, "My bad. I suck," or something like that, and I walked away.
Yeah, I hate that way you do the fucking epic psychotic rant. Oh, for nothing.
Yeah.
And you're wrong.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to tell you, in
I
1942,
call in
Adolf
sick
Hitler
those
tried
days.
to set it right. And you're like,
I call in sick those days. Yeah. That's a good one too. I've seen that happen, but I'm pretty good at owning this shit.
Yeah.
But it's
I'm pretty good at it.
But according to the computer, then you look at it and like, oh, I was the one that did this.
We get somebody else in. Garrett?
Yeah, Garrett Warfield.
Hey,
Listen
Garrett
to
Warfield.
All right, man.
On Podbean.
Welcome
Thank you.
to the Radio Underground podcast.
Yeah.
I've never had too many. I mean, I've gotten into it with people at work and stuff and about shit.
We got
Most of
people
the time-
listening on YouTube and stuff that we're talking to, Garrett. by the
Yeah,
way,
we're talking
so.
to people. Now.
Yeah, we got people on different
But
stuff.
and very rarely with bosses, and not to the point where it was like yelling. But one time I got into it with an old boss, and he had told me to do something a certain way, and I did it the way he said. And we were doing like these packages that had a bunch of different stuff from different locations into one package, and then shipping them out. And did it the exact way he said and wrote down on his diagram. I did it, and he comes back a day and a half later. He's looking at it, he's like, "These are all wrong." I'm like, "The fuck do you mean they're all wrong?" Like, well, you did this, you're supposed to do that. I'm like, "Here's your diagram. I followed that." He's like, "No, that's for the other thing." I'm like, "What other?" So we got into it. And it was a Saturday morning. I had worked 14 hours the day before and was back like 7 hours later. I was working Saturday morning. And I walked out there and I'm pissed. And I walked out of the room, through the print shop, into our break room. And there's like I can't explain what it is, but in printing, you have like these big things. Anyway, I kicked this thing, and I kicked it into a desk that was sitting there, and it broke the leg off the desk, and the desk just fell like this, like because one of the legs is gone. And I was like so pissed, and I kicked it, and it hit the desk, and I was like, man, it kicked it, and it broke, and I was like, oh my god,
as you should.
And I got all panicked.
Yeah.
And so it wasn't like a wooden leg, it was like so it was like a metal leg. So it was like those old metal desks that have the 3 drawers.
So like bent under.
So it bent the leg.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah. And Craig was working with me at the time. And I was like, Craig, get in here. And he helped me. I'd be like, pick up the desk, gotta fix the legs. So he picked it up, and I had to straighten the leg. Oh no, I'm sorry. It was Eric when Eric was working with me, and
fix the leg.
I'm like, just lift it up, and fix the leg. I fixed the leg, and I heard my guy fix it up, and he walked in. I was like, hey man, it's no big deal, you know. I was like, because all my anger was gone because I was panicked because I'm like, I'm in here destroying shit.
Yeah.
And he comes in and is like, I'm like, it's okay, man. We got this figured out. We'll go fix it. And we ended up fixing everything, but still, I was so pissed. I've never been so pissed.
One time I hit.
And I threatened to slit his throat. No.
As happens, I was throwing a fit in traffic down in Ohio.
Oh, wow.
And I'm in my work truck, and I just, the final thing that like set me off, I went over it's like a railroad track a little too fast. And we have a fire extinguisher in our truck.
Yeah.
The fucking thing came out of its little container that we have it in, and it fucking hit, and it didn't totally explode. I'm not going to be dramatic, but it squirted like a little, like it hit something. It went just like a little bit, and it hit my leg and everything. And for some reason, my blood pressure was like 200 over 120 over this. And I took my fucking hand and went boom to my side window. Now, I didn't break it, which thank fucking God I didn't break it because I hit it. But I knocked it off the track.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, God, no. This is like 10 years ago or something. I pulled over. I'm in the ghetto.
Oh, God, no.
I'm in the ghetto. I didn't even care that there's gangs around me. I'm in Toledo. Like, they could have been killing people. I wouldn't have cared. Yeah. And I'm like trying to fix this. No, God.
Oh, God.
Trying to get it back. It's just, because there's no way they're going to believe, like, you can't, like, oh, I hit a tree limb that knocked it outward.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like so I was like,
it was like mine. You went from being like tough and like angry and stuff to like just a little bitch.
Yeah,
like, oh my God.
Oh God, I'm gonna get fired. You know, doing the whole thing. Yeah.
I was like, I got a kid. I can't get fired right now. That's because I had, a kid at that point. I was like, I can't get fired. It's gonna suck.
To me, it wasn't so much. I obviously I don't have kids, but it was just like when you know you're clearly wrong.
Yeah.
You're clearly wrong. You're like,
yeah.
all right. And I'm thinking to myself, all right, man, I'm gonna go see a therapist. Like after it was all I fixed it. Like, I'm gonna go talk to somebody. They're gonna fix me up. It's no big deal. They're gonna fix me up.
Never follow through on it. No. No, I've done that before. Where
the very next day you're doing the same thing. You son of a hit the dash.
No, I've done it where, and I know you have too because we've talked about it before. But where stuff keeps on happening and you don't blow up at the things you probably should.
Yeah.
But then something happens and like.
Lose it.
Like something stupid happens.
Yes.
Like somebody's like, "Oh, I left." Like, I can't think of anything, but like,
I know what you mean.
We were going somewhere, and like my wife left. Like we were going somewhere. We had a coupon or something, and she left it sitting on a table or something like that. And I was like, "You fucking left the coupon at home.
Yeah.
Do you realize what you've done?"
Yeah.
Something stupid like that.
You coupon lever.
Yeah.
Like the only reason we went here was to use this coupon.
Yeah.
You've ruined our lives. That's what you've done right now.
You ever get tired of leaving coupons?
Just shit like that. That's the stuff that'll set me off because it's like
be put in the camp.
It's like the last straw. Nothing else that anybody else has done that day has pissed me off. Just you leaving that coupon.
Yeah.
And,
Well, I've talked.
You cost me $3
in the very beginning of this podcast 4 years ago. I gave a story about like how I had the worst day at work. Boss yelled, like 80 things went wrong.
Yeah.
And I actually was fine. I made it all the way home and I was perfectly fine. But the thing that made me like start throwing shit and hitting shit and snapping, I'm opening up cat food.
Oh yeah.
And I got cat food juice on my hand.
That was
I'm like, you know what? What God would allow such suffering? And I'm like, this is wrong. And I'm kicking stuff.
Is exactly.
Cats aren't even in there waiting for their food anymore.
Yeah, they're gone.
Yeah,
dude,
they've scattered.
I'm kicking fucking that dryer. there's fucking silverware flying around, all because cat food juice that was just easy to clean off your hand hit my hand.
Yeah.
The
At
smell
the end
never
of that
goes
day,
away, though.
yeah, it's like.
It's extra strumming.
You tell me what God would allow such suffering, and totally just out of control over the cat food juice. Yeah,
That's exactly what I mean.
Yeah.
Same exact thing.
yeah.
The thing that shouldn't set you off is just like the topping on the cake.
Yeah.
For some reason, that's setting you off, and it's something so stupid.
And
I honestly, the last time it happened, I think it was like something stupid, like because I don't like. Oh, Oreo's done on Podbean.
well, I don't mean to shut you down.
Yeah.
So we got a couple listeners, Lord Despot, and Garrett Warfield listening on Podbean, but we're almost at the 2-hour mark, but we're not done yet. We're gonna end it, start over again because we got another hour probably we're gonna do or something like that. So we're gonna shut it down on Podbean, reopen, shut down, reopen.
The shutdown reopen maneuver.
All right. We'll be right back on Podbean. Everybody else, don't worry. We're still going.
The show continues.
Yeah, so, that cat food juice. I'm telling you.
Oh, it's horrible because I
didn't need the cat food juice.
No.
I didn't need that in my life.
And I'm guilty of it too, but I think that was one of the things that set me off is like I had a bad day and my wife was like, I'm just going to stop at like Taco Bell and get some for dinner. I'm like, all right, cool. I don't like their lettuce on stuff.
Their lettuce is terrible.
So I always get stuff without lettuce. And I always tell her, I always reiterate, make sure you check it before you leave.
Check for the lettuce.
For anything. If somebody because my daughter gets something without onions or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's like, just make sure you check before you leave the line.
Don't just let it go. Don't just assume it's okay.
So I got something and it had lettuce on it. I was like, this. I like slammed it down. I'm like, this is exactly what the fuck I was talking about. You always do this.
You ever get tired of ruining everything for me?
Usually ends up, my wife.
Do you ever get tired of being a shitty fucking wife? What the fuck?
I've never said that, but
yeah, that's extreme, right?
That's pretty extreme. That'd be a little extreme.
I like it. When I said I do, I should have said I do not care if I live anymore.
There's lettuce.
Till death do us part. I'm waiting for it right now.
I'm like, there's lettuce on my taco. Have you ever heard of Joe Mixon?
Oh God. Yeah.
Or Ray Rice?
Oh my
Ray
God,
Rice,
you are so getting Greg Hardied right now.
Or choke slam guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
You're so getting choke slam guy right now.
Yeah. That dude was so bad. Like she went through she was going through it was like an ECW match. Like, whoosh,
man, that's horrible.
like it just kept going, dude. It
Didn't
just
stop.
It didn't end.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Thanks again for joining Garrett and Lord Despot.
Yeah.
All right,
What's up, Lord?
Despot's here.
What's up, guys?
Yay, Lord. But yeah, that's the kind of stuff that'll set me off. Is just the stupidest shit that shouldn't set anybody off. So my family, like, we'll be going through stuff, and they'll say something, and there'll be one thing that sets me off. So they think I'm fucking nuts because that's what it's boiled over. And they'll look at me like, oh my God, you're crazy. What? I can't believe you're. And they'll they'll roll their eyes because they think I'm crazy, and that'll set me off even more.
Yeah.
Garrett says used to work IT. Stories resonate. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
God.
I'm sure, dude. I'm sure.
Oh yeah, man.
I have some. I never worked IT, but I have a bunch of friends who did. But I also have stories about IT people because they can be asses sometimes.
Again.
Did you try resetting it?
I honestly, like mostly. I mean, I don't really use.
You probably don't do a lot of IT stuff.
No, I mean, I use basically like I use a PC to load a program, unload a program, clock in, clock out of jobs, and edit programs. I mean, so it's like all like that's in Word. I mean, nothing. Yeah, I don't really deal with them much.
Everything I do is on the PC. Well, not everything because I move pallets and do other stuff, but everything I do that's not moving stuff and sending stuff out.
Mine's like programmers, engineers.
Turn on the Mac.
Yeah.
That's all I do.
But like mostly at this place, like most of these guys worked for the company as like machinists and then moved into engineering. So it was kind of a good thing.
Actually, the funny thing is, on the other side, if in my shop, if you go through the one set of double doors, you're actually in the IT department. So I deal with the IT guys all the time.
Yeah.
Those guys are field services. They don't do any internal IT stuff. They send stuff out to the other branches of our organization.
Gotcha.
But they are IT guys by trade.
So my IT guy who went to school and did all that to be an IT guy is no longer our IT guy because we got bought out by corporate.
So you need corporate IT.
But they kept him. I don't even know what his job is, but he just kind of sits there, just like I don't know what he's. But he does certain stuff. But I think they're keeping him, and they didn't get rid of him. It's been the buyout.
They'll find shit for him to do when they.
Jesus Christ! What the fuck was that, Brian?
I'm sorry.
They'll eventually find shit for him to do.
I thought a propane tank broke open.
I made sure I was staring at you, and I did the as hard as I could just to get.
That was great. But yeah,
I started laughing halfway through.
They kept him, and the funny thing is, like, when he was our IT guy, and they would do like their little Zoom meetings and stuff, he didn't know anything about sound, and he had like that shitty little Yeti Snowball microphone.
Oh,
and he's like, "Hey man, I got this new microphone. It's badass." I'm like, "This is a piece of shit." He's like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "This is a fucking piece of shit. I would never use this thing." He's like, he's like,
I wouldn't even let Hitler use this thing.
And he's like, "What do you mean, man?" I go, "Well, I do a podcast, dude, and I'm telling you, like, the Blue Yeti was a decent mic, but like, you want a dynamic microphone for a room full of people and shit, and like, but whatever." And but he just would put it on his desk like 14 feet away from him, like it'd be all. I mean, you notice how you sound all thin and shit? I said, "Yeah, you want that fucking thing close to your mouth, dude.
Yeah.
Come on."
Yeah,
But
so like on top of it being shitty, he's keeping it 14 feet away from
like
him.
not for, but like
I know what you
like
mean,
where
though.
the camera, like where my beer is,
Way
Still
too far.
and it's like, so that sounds tinny and blah blah blah. But anyways, he goes, "Well, it doesn't seem to be working right." I go, "It works fine. It's a shitty mic.
Yeah.
You either have to get it real close to you, and I don't know, man. I just like." They know everything about networking. They know everything about like running software and everything. They know nothing of sound. Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
And I don't know anything either. I'm as far as doing this, I'm bad. But some of the people they think like, some people think like, "Oh, dude, I got this really cool microphone because it looks cool."
Yeah, right.
No,
right.
it's a piece of shit. Don't
Yeah.
buy that.
Shite.
So anybody if you're not in a sound treated area, it's a dynamic mic. You need a dynamic mic like what we're on right now.
Yeah.
Unless you're if you're in a soundproof studio, great. Get a condenser mic. But they'll have these condenser mic, and then you can hear the kid crying. Dude, demon! Did you see the demon?
Yes.
You saw it?
I saw it.
Oh God, I wish I had
Fucking moved.
It moved like
It like straight up.
Demon.
it's like
There it is.
here. Let's get it on camera. Demon. Okay,
It's possessed.
let's try to get it. Do it again. Come on, do it. Damn it. It ain't.
It won't do it on camera. We
there we
saw
go.
it.
No, it ain't doing it no more.
No, the demon moved. You scared him with the camera, man.
All right, my Miller Lite can was like moving on
The
its
next
own.
time you just gotta like move the.
Yeah,
You gotta move it and not say anything.
we had demons in here, man.
I know you had demons in the kitchen before. I didn't realize you.
But it did it here. It did
Yeah.
the demon thing.
I saw it.
It's crazy.
You
don't
did
have
it
the
again.
camera
I don't
on.
have the camera on it. Everyone's gonna think I'm a giant liar. Whatever. I'm not even gonna bother.
You got proof, man. I don't lie. There's alien. That was a demon.
Yeah.
There's an alien.
There's
Start
alien.
sliding,
It's an
dude.
alien demon warlord witch.
It's spinning and moving by itself. Holy
Yeah,
shit!
it's crazy.
All right,
It's
come on.
spinning.
I'm gonna catch it on camera for proof.
Do it,
Demons.
posterity. Here we go.
Demons. All right, here we go. Ah! There
And
I
it,
got
see,
it!
and it turned.
Demon!
And it turned.
Right there, demon.
It's like in the
Proof.
beer commercials when they slide it and it hits the ice and splatters, but
Yeah.
it turns perfectly so the light's facing you.
Yeah.
That's what happened there. It's trying to do a commercial.
I'm trying to. It did it once. It's never gonna. Oh yeah, demon.
Obvious proof.
Yeah. Told you guys. All right, there we go. We got demons in the studio. Hope you guys are ready. This is going to be on paranormal forums all over the internet. All over the internet.
All over the internet.
What's the time signature? I got to mark it down. We're going to make that into a...
if you go by the Podbean time, it's like 7 something.
Oh, we got to go by the other... What are we at on here? About 2:19.
Got it.
2:19.
Yeah.
Right there. See the markers?
Yeah, it's about 2:19-ish.
All right, 2:19. Demon. We have proof of demonic entities moving my Miller Lite can around. Definitive proof. You can't deny it. I have it on camera. No longer. Are you guys? Let me make sure you guys are. Okay, there you are. Cool. All right, yeah. All right, back to non-Satan stuff.
Non-Satan. Well, maybe it is Satan stuff, but were you guys happy that Larry Nassar got attacked in prison?
Fuck yeah.
That was
Fuck
so awesome.
Dude,
I'm
you're-
like,
He's in serious condition, but he's going to make it. And I was like, shit.
Oh, no, I'm glad. Because
So he
it's going to keep
suffers.
happening.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's why I said they should have a monthly stabbing for him.
Yeah.
So he just suffers
Oh,
for a
it's
month.
gonna like
They're just
the
gonna
guy
keep
who
teeing
did
off
it.
on him.
The guy who did it said he said something derogatory during the Wimbledon. That's what the guy said.
Really?
Yeah, that's what he said. He goes, "We were watching Wimbledon. He said something. He said something shitty." So I stabbed
Probably
him.
talking about the young woman playing tennis.
I don't know. He stabbed him. Though. That's
He
what
was
he
like-
said. He said something shitty, so I stabbed him.
Like if he was one of my...
I don't know if that's the words he used. And I don't know if he sounded like that
He
at
said some
all.
derogatory remarks, so I stabbed him.
I don't.
If she was
I don't
one of
know.
my clients, I'd be feeling her or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I know that. Yeah, like I don't know the exact of what he said. I just read something that
Well,
that
good.
the inmate said. The inmate who did it said that he said something shitty.
That's what we call DFK karma. That's not going to happen again.
I was just doing it. It's not for the show. I'm just doing it for
I was
my-
just happy.
My own personal thing.
My daughter said the same thing. She's like, "Oh, he didn't die." I'm like, "No," because I said the same thing you said. I was like, "Oh no."
Look, yeah, I mean, like seriously, like
just let him suffer.
see, like
The dude, Sean.
Yeah.
when he was sentenced, the first thing I thought was, I'm like, that dude's gonna get Dahmered in jail.
Yeah.
Or something probably, or something worse. Dahmer got killed. I mean,
Yeah.
so that was it. You know, this guy, like to me, to live and be like beaten up and raped and everything, that would be the fucking shitty part
Yeah.
of it. You know,
He should be tortured.
Demon attack. It happened.
I saw it.
But so those, if you guys are on Podbean, you obviously did not see the demon attack.
No.
But I'll put it up on my TikTok and YouTube Shorts and all that stuff.
You can put it
I
up
was
on-
attacked by a demon. It grabbed my Miller Lite can and spun it and tried to slice my throat with it. I'm not being dramatic.
No, not at all. You gonna put it on your Threads feed?
Yeah.
I don't even know if we have one of those yet.
no,
You got a few demon stories, Garrett?
nice.
There's a podcast you should listen to then. It's a few years old, but they got some good stories. This is a podcast. I think you can find it here on Podbean. It's called Like and Subscribe. Like and like a werewolf. Subscribe. These guys are nuts though, but maybe you should check it out. They're not on Podbean though. They're on Spotify. You'd have to check them out.
What are they? Oh, like on their podcast?
Yeah, it's a podcast. We got demon stories. You should check it out. Anyways, I was trying to do a segue into Threads, and he left the room, so he ruined my segue.
Oh yeah.
I don't know who Sean Strickland is. Do you?
He's a mixed martial arts.
Oh, is he?
Only because I looked it up. Yeah,
Um,
that's yeah. I don't even know. Like, so we.
Lizard Lady we talked about.
Oh, I know all the Tom Segura Garth Brooks thing. That's been going on a long time.
I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, so there's like, all right, I don't know who. I remember a clip from their show.
From Tom Segura's?
Yeah, from
Yeah.
Your Mother's House.
Yeah.
They were talking to somebody who was totally ripping on Garth Brooks, who can't stand him. And then there was like, yeah, something about somebody spread something about him. Like they always say, there's always people that show up at his show going, "Where are the bodies, Garth?" Well, I don't know a lot about it, but yeah, it's funny.
That's the first I've heard of that.
It's a troll that just keeps going.
Yeah,
what? I mean, I don't understand. Why are they asking where the bodies are at?
I'll tell you in a second. Yeah, he'll tell us in a second.
You need to tell me now.
He's got to feed that fat cat.
Don't get any cat food juice on your hand.
Yeah, please don't get any cat food juice and then fucking destroy the kitchen. We got a show to do.
I know.
That's what he says. He says they broke the counter by doing arm wrestling, but what happened was he got cat food juice on his hand and he Hulk pounded it off the wall.
Okay, we are IRL streaming a lot of the time, meaning it's just whatever.
Yeah,
But
Mike takes a lot of bathroom breaks.
yeah, I got to pee a lot. I'm on blood pressure medication and I drink
Yeah.
during the show, so that's a great combination.
Truly.
So
But,
Tom Segura, Garth Brooks.
So basically, Tom Segura's just fucking with him. Obviously,
Yeah.
it's a troll.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he says every city he goes in, there's a missing person. But if you go to any major city,
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
there's a missing person and a
Right.
death, and
Yeah.
But he's just fucking with him, like where are the bodies go, and like just fucking. Well, so I guess Garth Brooks like started getting legitimately pissed at it because he's
Yeah.
he doesn't want to be called a murderer.
Yeah.
But he doesn't get the troll. And then so Tom Segura said, someone that I know, he goes, I'm not going to say who it is, but because Segura for many years lived in North Carolina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's not some East Coast Italian guy. He's like from the South, or he lived there for a while. And he said a source.
Well, yeah, he lived in Florida. He lived in Minnesota. He lived in a few
Yeah,
places.
and he's like a source, a very good source that knows Garth, told me that he played the video of me getting hurt on the basketball court and said, karma. Like he hates Segura.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so it's like he's taking this fake troll to heart.
Yeah.
Like this dude's
Yeah.
like legitimate, like instead of like me, if someone said, like, let's say we were a famous podcast, I'm like, where are the bodies, Mike? I would just laugh about it.
I would think it'd be fantastic.
But Garth is like pissed because he thinks he's legitimately accusing him of murder instead of like knowing. A lot of guys that are older don't know how the internet is. They
Right.
just
No.
don't get it.
Yeah.
And it's like it's the whole point of trolling is just to fuck with you. But if you get mad, you're giving them what they want.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they said never feed the trolls. Well, he's
Right.
feeding the trolls.
Yeah.
And then by like, oh yeah, look at Segura break his legs. Yeah, you know that you're kind of giving him.
Dude, that was
You're
fucking. That's
It was
fucked
funny,
up,
though.
dude.
Yeah, like, but Garth, I
Still
think
one of my
Garth,
favorite videos.
I think Garth like thinks that Tom really thinks he's a murderer,
Yeah.
but he doesn't. Clearly.
Well, there was an episode.
doesn't.
There was an episode with somebody on that came on a show. I believe it was like somebody in the music business or something. Or he doesn't like him. He doesn't like Garth, and like was ripping on him. And fucking Segura thought it was hilarious. I mean, then they started talking about, oh well, you know this thing I do about, and that guy didn't know. He didn't know about it.
He didn't know about the where of the
Yeah.
body. It's where are the
But
bodies.
he doesn't like
the
Garth.
hashtag is where are the bodies.
Yeah, but he whatever it is between him and Garth Brooks, he does not like him, and I don't know what the story was there, but I only saw a clip of it, and he goes, "Oh, have you seen this that I do?" And people are like standing there with signs, "We love you, Garth," and he's walking by and he's like, "Where's the bodies, Garth?" Shit like-
wow.
And then and then some guy posted like, Garth Brooks hasn't hurt anybody, but Chris Gaines has.
That's a fact.
So yeah, it's just it's just an online troll where somebody that's not boomer but boomer adjacent, it just doesn't get it. Yeah. And he's just getting legitimately pissed off. And you know that's the thing with like me with like sometimes like because I'm getting older and I think you can like you identify trolls less well as you age.
Yeah.
And some people will fuck with me online too. And like they'll suck me in and then it'll dawn on me like, oh wait, okay, I better stop responding. Like, he's just messing with me. Because they'll intentionally say something that makes no sense. And it'll be like, hey, just wait a minute. I'm doing like every other old person. It's just, that is not what happened. And then you're like, oh wait, he's fucking with me.
Oh, now
Okay,
I
like-
get it.
Yeah. So don't get old, people, because your troll antibodies are too low. You need to build up your troll antibodies by being online, like me.
Exactly.
So if you're online and you see a lot of online arguments and stuff, it keeps your troll antibodies up. So you can identify when someone's fucking with you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, just be online all the time.
Yeah. Ignore your family.
Yep.
Be online a lot.
Don't go to work.
Don't go to work. Don't do anything productive.
Do enough work where you can pay your bills and still have internet access.
Yeah, exactly. Just bare minimum. Bare minimum. Get that. But because if you get trolled online, you won't know how to defend against it. You won't have proper defense mechanism.
Yeah. Mike,
Yeah.
I know this is probably affecting you more than any of us, but how are you handling the sriracha shortage of
I was gonna ask
2023?
about
Oh
that.
man, I do. I don't know, man. I there's some things that come along. You know, there's the Great Depression, the Holocaust.
Yep.
There's a lot of bad events that happen, and
Yep.
this is one of them. You know,
So you are a big, true, like really legit big fan of sriracha?
I'm my eggs.
Yeah.
Eggs.
Oh, okay.
Put them on my
But
eggs.
if you're like me, though, you probably
It-
have you're not using all of it in like a couple of days. It probably takes you a few weeks to use your bottle, right?
Yeah, but 2 or 3 weeks anyway.
But still, I mean, like,
Yeah, you're not somebody that drinks it. Like I know there's people
Yeah,
that,
I'm not- yeah,
that
I'm not
pretty
s-
much like puts it on everything.
it's not just them
Just my
either.
eggs.
It's Tabasco too.
Yeah.
So it's like a lot of the couple of sauces, you know. 'cause-
So is it the cartels taking over the pepper
no,
industry?
it's just not enough rain.
Just short. Oh, not enough rain.
No, it's a short. It's drought like conditions. The peppers aren't growing the way they're supposed to. They're behind schedule.
Where at?
Some I don't know,
Somewhere foreign.
some form.
Well, it's not in California, right?
Mm,
Because I mean, like there was the avocado shortage because the cartel was taking it over, but
Yeah.
you know, the like what is it, like 80% of the avocados that we get in this country are from California.
yeah, how's avocados?
Yeah. So how did it affect? Why did it affect our pricing so much?
Because they wanted more money.
But we weren't getting most of them from there. We were getting 80%
they're
of them
using
from.
it. They're using
Isn't
it.
there like avocado wars, almost like cartel
Yeah,
wars?
yeah,
There's like
there's, like-
literally like
yeah.
shootings and shit.
But like we get majority of our avocados in this country come from California. They're grown there. So it like made no sense to me why you were all of a sudden charging me, you know, like $9 for fucking 6 of them when a month before I was buying them for 59 cents.
Yeah.
You know, and they're like, oh well, the cartels. Well, what fucking cartels are there in California? That
there's cartels.
Oh, they're definitely there, but they're not. They don't have free reign over the government.
oh
like they do in
yeah, and the avocados and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't hear anything about any California avocado growers getting harassed by cartels.
Yeah, like
You know, I heard that the ones in Mexico are. You know.
It's
some old
in-
white guy in Temecula, like, what the hell are you guys doing here with your
Yeah.
AK-47?
Most of
Like,
their most of their peppers are grown in far northern Mexico and mostly the U.S. Southwest.
Yeah. So
Yeah, and there's been lots of droughtage and just not growing. Colorado River is at record low levels, which is where they get a lot of the moisture in the area from. And
well, I mean, they've been droughting for 5 years, pretty much.
Well,
I
they've
mean,
been-
2
they've been-
years for sure.
they've been talking about the shortage. They said it could happen.
Yeah.
They're talking about for like the last 3 years.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It had to be like long term, which means how long has their cock sauce been on the fucking mark? You know, how
Oh,
many
yeah.
bottles did they bottle up? And
Yeah,
isn't
they-
it called cock sauce or something?
Something like that.
something like
yeah.
Cox,
Rooster,
Big heart-
rooster sauce or something. There's a fucking rooster
Big
on
hard
the thing.
throbbing cock sauce.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like there's the rooster on it. or
Throat
something.
fuck
It does have a
with
rooster on
leg
it.
saliva
Yeah,
coming
so they
out,
call
yeah.
it like rooster sauce or something.
it's
Cock juice or
to the
something.
point where people that have extra bottles were putting them on eBay and selling them for like $125 and
You
shit.
fucking idiots.
Yeah.
It's a fucking it's a condiment, you fucking morons.
And, well, the thing is, too,
delicious,
you can always
it's good. It's not fucking, you know, it's not
It's not
something-
Frank's Red Hot.
Oh God, Frank's Red Hot's not good.
No. I like Frank's Red Hot, but it's like the
I put it in
same.
my hash browns.
But it's the same part of me that likes, you know,
Cholula.
that likes Vienna sausage. It's not quality dining. It's just something I like.
I hate
Yeah,
Vienna
but it's
sausage.
not it's not $125 for a bottle.
yeah,
Good.
Like
know?
like corned beef hash.
Yeah.
It's not- I like a corned beef hash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm white trash.
But
and
I'm
I
not
like the
buying a
hash.
can of it for $125 because there's a shortage.
No.
There's nothing out there that there's nothing out there that I would pay like exorbitant amount like that for.
I like how I get defensive. There's a car out there.
What's a
Why
car
is
doing
he
on the
out there?
street?
I'll kill you.
Probably
I'll
steal
kill
my
you,
loose change
punk.
out of my car. You just said something that and I've never done any research, so I can't back this up. But I think you might be the only person I know that eats Vienna sausages.
Yeah, I like it.
I mean,
Well, your older sister loved them.
Gee,
when
oh,
we
yeah.
were kids.
Oh.
I mean, I couldn't stomach them. She ate them like crazy.
I must also say that I don't think I've ever tried them either, but I don't.
They're
Thanks for listening. The Confused Bodybuilder on Podbean.
oh hey, welcome aboard.
I gotta know.
Is there
What
somebody
makes
else?
you a confused bodybuilder?
Maybe muscle confusion makes the growth.
Oh, yeah. See,
yeah,
that
yeah.
could be. Good point. Good point.
Yeah.
Now they're in a the type of jelly.
By the way,
type
Aaron
thing,
called.
so-
Aaron called me to tell me about his new cycle he's on.
Oh,
He's like, all right, I'm gonna do a bodybuilding contest because he's on test in Tren. He's like, but I'm gonna add in. There's 2 other compounds. I'm like, all right, but don't die.
don't die.
That's
Yeah.
all I'm at. You know.
Yeah, please.
Like, he's like, because he's up to 240 now.
Fatty.
Yeah.
Fat fatty.
He looks pretty. He not like ripped lean, but he's pretty in good shape. But yeah, I was like, dude, just don't do anything that's gonna hurt yourself. But you know him; he'll never listen to anything.
No.
I say. He's gonna absolutely hurt himself.
Yeah.
and that's what he does.
Yep.
So anyway, I'm sorry, guys.
It's in
Vienna sausage.
Vienna sausage is in a jelly.
It's
Yeah.
something like that.
Yuck.
Yeah, I mean,
No.
I ate them like once. Yeah, I couldn't do them.
And
I like them.
you know what? Like
It's-
I said, I don't remember ever trying them. It's just something that I saw once, and I was like, "Well, that sausage is in a can. I'm never gonna do that."
Well, the thing is,
You don't like a sausage in the can.
It's
I know
something
some
that you
ladies
can't
that do.
It's not something that you can eat all the time. But if I have it like once in a
Why?
while, it's nice.
Yeah.
Why can't you eat them all the time?
My buddy
Well-
Chris used to ask chicks if they like German sausage
probably-
in the can.
Probably crystallized bread particles in my blood.
That stuff's like not good. Yeah, it's
No.
not quality. Like, yeah.
But they taste. I don't know. I like them.
I do want to preface this: no one better ever talk bad about corned beef hash on the show ever again. We're gonna fight.
Yeah.
No
Well, I
one.
used to take corned beef hash, and my mom would make it and then fry an egg on and put
Yeah,
it on
yeah.
top.
Oh
Yeah, that's the only way to make it. Yeah.
More saturated fat than you should have in a year. But it's fucking
it's
awesome.
breakfast, so
Yeah.
if it's for breakfast, you're supposed to eat bigger breakfast, right? Okay. Yeah, there's no other way to have it without eggs on it, and then you put some Frank's Red Hot sauce on top of it too. You gotta do that actually. You ever put chili on top of corned beef? No,
Probably.
you ever put like a whole
Have you
layer
ever,
of chili
have
and
you ever
cheese on
made
top
like?
of it?
Have you ever made like hash at home?
Oh, yeah.
like, with the leftover shit.
Yep,
I
that's my
used to
favorite
do-
way to do it.
Yeah, I used to do it with
I like
like cooking bacon
those
and
crunchy
shit, too.
morsels of death fat just
Oh.
going into your fucking
Yeah.
gullet.
Like if you have like leftover corned beef from like St. Patrick's Day or
Yeah.
something, and you have a bag of like cubed hash browns, and just cook it all together and make like your hash out of it.
I would, I would do it. I'd cook a pound of bacon, and then I would cook the potatoes in the fucking grease, and then
Now,
throw
Brian,
the
did
corned
you-
beef in there. And
Did you ever send me the video that made Morgan gag?
No,
Okay.
you want it?
Yeah. Because I know he can't handle it, and we got
what it was?
It was
it
about
like,
an hour
was it
ago we had-
splooge?
Oh, it's more.
Oh, I don't.
Is it? Yeah, but
Oh,
when you
yeah.
watch it, he was gagging because he cannot handle ropes of cum or saliva strings and any of that brutal face fucking.
I got it from Reddit. I'll just send it to you in the Facebook Messenger.
Oh my god!
Watch it.
Oh,
Turn up the audio.
it's so bad.
Just watch it. It's so hot.
Oh no.
You're sick.
Frank would love it if she was grabbing her ankles.
Oh, dude. That's
Yeah.
so bad.
I'm
I'm
gonna tell
glad
you
I-
that's not even the worst one. I just found the first one I could find.
But that's really bad.
I mean I had some bad ones. I was gonna send Morgan
Oh, dude.
when he first told us about that.
Her mascara is gone.
She's an Asian lady. I think
Yeah.
she's Asian. Sorry.
Oof.
It's hard to tell.
I think she was Asian.
Oof.
Okay, yeah, it was very sticky.
I'm confused like that's my name. Okay. Word up, man.
Yeah.
Oh, we thought maybe you're doing muscle confusion where you're doing something different,
Yeah.
trying to.
Are you confused like life in general confuses you? That's cool. I mean,
Oh no, I get it.
That's me.
I get it.
I've had quite a few Miller Lights tonight. I'm relatively confused. Let me tell you.
Yeah. I'm just
Yeah.
all you have to do is like get caught in a.
I see your
rabbit hole
avatar.
of,
You look pretty ripped. So
Yep.
your right arm there. That makes one of us. That makes. I am not ripped. tell you that.
No.
But one of our he used to call in, one of our frequent contributors, friend, family member. He's on cycles of different compounds and lifting weights, and he had a decent TikTok following, and then he fucked some random chick, and then never and then he's like, I got to remove it, man, because she was stalking him. So that's it. He would tell you that. I'm not kissing. It's not something he would.
No, I mean,
he would just he wouldn't. I'm not kissing. Like, it's not something super personal to him.
No.
Just
I just didn't know.
Until you said it, I forgot.
Yeah, I didn't know.
I forgot about that whole storyline.
But he had the TikTok with the super motivational you got to keep grinding away, with the voiceovers and stuff. And he's like doing flies and shit. And
then he fucked one of his followers. And
exactly. Yeah.
I forgot about that whole Aaron storyline.
He went out to another state.
Yeah.
She flew him out.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that became obsessive. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
well, but he was like all crazy out there with her.
I didn't put my face back since the demon phase.
He was
You're trying to recover from the demon stalking.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he was like I mean, for it sounded like he wanted to move out there for a minute. Yeah, she was crazy, huh?
But talk too much. Why would you want to call in if we talk too much? Makes no sense.
No, you don't want to call in anyways. We're going to be wrapping up.
We're going to wrap it up.
We suck. One more thing.
Yeah. We're about to wrap up the show, brother.
Vince from ShamWow is back.
Oh yeah, with the shampoo.
All right, we'll give this guy 1 minute, real quick.
Okay.
All right. All right, what do you got to say?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, can you hear us?
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, man?
You good?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Can you hear me?
Nope, I can't hear you.
All right. That's weird that you can't hear us, but all right. Well, we tried. We tried to give you a chance. Didn't work.
Yeah. That's all right.
All right, anyway.
I'm confused now.
It didn't work.
No.
Yeah.
All right, anyway.
Anyways. Vince
from ShamWow.
What is a shampoo?
It's like a chamois on a stick. It's like it's like
wait, what?
It's on this pole, and then you just take it and you run it. You just lay it over the car and just right over it. 60 seconds, car's dry. And then he's got the dude who invented it, and he's like there, like doing he's pitch man in it.
Oh yeah.
And he's got
one thing you don't want to do. You have a
and
podcast,
his wife or something.
You don't want to talk too much.
Peace and chicken grease. The more you know. All right.
Well, there's shampoo and the Shampoo XL.
Okay, but yeah, you can watch it. Probably watch the video of it.
Oh yeah, I see it. There's a lady who's using it.
Well, Vince is back after his
Yeah, I mean it's been years since that happened.
Wasn't he?
He was
doing
doing
drugs, and then he got beat up by a hooker or something.
So he was just partying, man. I think he was just. It wasn't like he was like probably falling off the deep end with some drugs or something. I think he was just partying. He was getting himself a hooker or something, and she kicked his fucking ass.
That's what it was.
As happens.
Yeah, he fucking probably got all fucking stupid with her, and she said what, and he probably fucking got handsy, and she I mean, fuck, those women probably know how to take care of themselves. All right,
got knives.
But yeah, she fucked him up. He got arrested or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, his ass kicked and he got arrested. That's crazy, man. Yeah, I forgot about him actually until you said that. I'm like, oh yeah, Vince.
I saw something like a year or two ago.
Because he do the slap chop also?
Yeah, he had slap chop, but he had something that was like from the makers of one of them, ShamWow or Slap Chop, and he was doing a product like a year or two ago. I'm like, oh, maybe Vince from ShamWow will be back. And then like this fucking just saw it today, man. Just saw it today on the fucking Mortar Trend channel. That's why I fucking text you guys were there last night or whatever. I just saw it. I was watching.
Vince is back.
Yep.
That's great.
Yep.
I'm glad
And
he
he was
made it
like,
back,
"Look, we
man.
can do it in 60 seconds." He did the whole car in 60 seconds.
This is how you do it, man. This is it.
That's great. That's good. It's a good rags to riches
Yeah.
to rags
rags
to
to-
riches story.
Yeah.
Way to go, Vince.
Yeah. Way to go.
It's American dream.
Hey, man. I mean, he could have balled up in a corner and like never showed his face on TV again. After getting his ass kicked by a hooker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Transvestite.
But
hooker.
if you stop and you don't fight, then you're a loser. You gotta go through the hooker beat down
Yeah. That's
and,
true.
and,
Yeah,
and come back.
I don't remember like the whole story. It was
No, I don't either.
something pertaining to that. He was partying. Maybe he was bogarting the fucking blow or something.
Probably.
She probably didn't like that.
Then he got all pissy with her, and then she said, "What, motherfucker?" Bam.
You can't
And he
take all
tried,
my
to,
dope.
he tried to
motherfucker.
slap Chopper upside the face.
Yeah, man. Maybe he worked the deal out. Like, you can have this much blow and this much cash, and you got to party with me. And who knows? I mean, I know way too much about this kind of shit, right?
Yeah.
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 But anyways, that's probably what happened with him was that what you just said.
Yeah.
I found out something new over
Yeah,
the week.
dude. Thanks for calling in, Confused Bodybuilder. There's a connectivity issue.
Yeah.
We do the show every Saturday. Call in. We'll get you in here.
Yeah, we're learning how to use Podbean.
We got to lose. We're doing Podbean, and then we're on YouTube and all that shit on top of it. So things, there's different, elements. But the main thing is, I don't care if you call us. Any podcast, if you call in, say you use your phone, use headset. Headset works. Use your headset, man. Like
or AirPods.
AirPods, whatever, because if you don't have that in, it's going to reverb like that, and it's going to fuck up.
Yeah.
And I do that because I've done it. I've been on the other end of it because I just called into a couple shows this week as myself, not as the show. And I quickly realized, headset.
Yeah.
So make sure you get a headset on.
Yeah.
But anyway, thank you for listening. But we're gonna do another 20 minutes or so. But we just wanted to appreciate you. Follow the show, listen to us. We're on YouTube. We're on all of it. We're having a good time. All right, guys,
I
go
think
ahead.
we got like 14 minutes left.
Yeah, we don't actually have to end then, but I'm getting tired. But
Yeah.
whatever.
Well, I just saw something, twofold thing. People always talk about alligators in Florida and stuff and how they get them as pets and shit like that.
Southern Renegades.
Southern renegades.
Yeah.
Do you know that it's actually quite hard to get a pet alligator in the state of Florida? But do you know where it's not hard to get a pet alligator?
Where?
State of Michigan.
Huh.
We have
Really?
very
That's
lax
interesting.
laws. It's very easy to get one. It's much, much easier to have one here than in Florida. And that leads me to the next thing. There was a diver who was doing, diving. He's a diving photographer.
Okay.
He does a lot of stuff for different nature magazines and stuff. But he was diving Lake St. Clair and Lake Huron and the St. Clair River. And he had these super crystal clear pictures of all these different things in the St. Clair River. Muskie, all kinds of different fish. And
Sorry, Brian.
the most surprising one, an alligator gar
Oh, alligator gar. Yeah.
in the St. Clair River.
No, I didn't know we had those here.
Well, we're not supposed to.
Right.
Someone had one, apparently, and just let it loose.
Well,
Yeah.
it'll be fine during the summer.
Yeah.
During the summer, but as soon as it get cold, it's gonna die.
Well, and that's the other thing, because alligator gar, St. Clair River, we're not talking white water and stuff, but it moves. It's a very fast moving river.
Right.
Alligator gar don't live in that kind of environment. They live in dormant, slow moving lakes and rivers and stuff. So because that's what they like. So the fact that it's living there is surprising. First of all, not because of our climate, but because of the type of water it is. It's fast moving. They don't like that kind of shit.
Right.
But this guy had a picture of it living in the St. Clair River, alligator gar.
Do you know what an alligator really is?
Southern renegade.
It's a southern renegade.
Jesus Christ.
And the thing is, you got to be careful around a southern renegade
Why?
because they're rebel pride and they ain't ashamed. All right, cool, man. Thanks for listening, brother.
Now there's
Thanks, man.
a story I saw about some python issues in Florida. And python issues are because people had them as pets and let them go because they get too big.
Yeah.
That's why there's like areas that like there's like no wildlife anymore because the pythons have ate them all.
But I believe it.
Like giant fucking. Like,
or are they some 24-inch pythons?
but I mean, like they're like even they've been seen attacking alligators.
Oh yeah.
But I regret to inform you guys. Now the pythons are an invasive species.
Yes.
But all three of us contribute to the #1 worst invasive species on planet Earth.
Oh yeah.
Cats.
That's true.
The domestic cat is the world's worst. You know how many billions of birds they kill?
Oh,
yeah.
Billions.
Yeah.
And we all have cats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they've like wiped out like certain bird species.
Yeah.
But they kill rats too.
Yeah, well that's why humans domesticated cats is because of rats. And that's why the Egyptians and I think Mesopotamia, there's a couple other cultures where they worship cats.
Yeah.
Because they killed the rats and the rats brought they
brought the
didn't know
plague and
anything
stuff.
about germ, but they knew that the rats brought the poison.
Well, I had heard
and
once.
you kill the rats, so that's why. But the problem with there's good and the bad. The bad is we don't have any Orioles around here anymore.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
They've been fucking nuked by these
They
cats.
bought them and even wrote a song about them. Where they talking about them killing stacks and stacks of rats
and
on
rats. Yeah.
Sorry, that was stuck in my head the other day too. I don't remember what it's from honestly, but what's that from?
Black Sheep.
Black Sheep. Yes.
Yeah. And that's I had
Kill Whitey.
I had the drop Kill Whitey, but I don't have it no more.
It's the worst song ever. I'm sorry. When you said killing the rats, the first thing I thought of is stupid. Sorry.
The only one I got is
Hey, you white piece of shit.
I don't have Kill Whitey though.
You should get Kill Whitey.
Yeah, I know. I got to get it back on the soundboard.
But then we'll never use it when you get it back on the soundboard. You should have this one on there instead.
What tends to happen is like when I'm less drunk, I'm like, I'm using the board. I'm like a real engineer.
Yeah.
And then by the third hour, like we're just dead air and I'm not touching it no more. I was like, Mike, use the drop, dude. Oh yeah.
I got this awesome drop.
Yeah, I'm like, God damn it, Mike, they would have been perfect. You're like, what are you talking? Yeah, I get all defensive. What do you mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, so anyways, Southern Renegade.
No.
No, I'm just saying that alligators are Southern Renegade. I'm not going to play Southern Renegade.
Getting them in our kind of climate, in our kinds of lakes and the rivers that we're used to, it doesn't make sense.
They're not chasing waterfalls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stick to the rivers.
They just need to stick to the rivers and the lakes that they're used to.
So, hey, Light Bright, I remember you from last week. What's up?
Hey, what's up?
What's up, Light Bright?
Last week.
I got to add. She called in
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. Sorry. But
Aloha,
are you
y'all.
a Southern Renegade?
Well, she said aloha. I'm thinking,
No.
are you Hawaiian?
You
Or
We
living in
like
a-
Southern Renegades around here.
for work. Getting ready for work. Getting ready for work.
Where do you live?
Yeah,
Oh,
she
you don't
did.
have to tell me exactly. Oh,
I'm definitely Hawaiian.
but you're from Texas. Okay.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Oh, you're ethnically Hawaiian, so you have very nice black hair.
So you
And
okay.
you have very nice
but
high
I'm from Texas.
cheekbones and a nice smooth structure. I like it. I'm making it up.
Oh, okay.
What's up? I'm the confused.
you
Hey,
work-
what's up, man?
You work the dreaded night shift.
So look, the bodybuilder, confused bodybuilder, is on YouTube as the
Oh,
world's
sweet.
Hey, thanks,
World's
man.
biggest bodybuilder.
Thanks for checking
Sweet.
Thanks for checking us out. Keeping the scene alive.
So you work the dreaded night shift. She's getting ready for work.
Texarkana. She lives.
Just keep talking.
She's like, I live in Texarkana, Texas. That's from the song. Eastbound and Down.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that where they went to get the beer? Was Texarkana?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they bringing it back.
Yeah.
Bam.
Bringing it back.
Smokey and the Bandit.
That's right.
Anyways,
And dang.
yeesh.
Yuck.
Leaving for one job.
Bartending.
You have 2 jobs. You're lazy.
Should have 3 jobs.
Leaving one job and going to the next.
I have 1 job, so I shouldn't say much.
I
I did it. I worked plenty of 2 job, 3 job.
I have 1 job, and if they make me stay 20 minutes, you guys are oppressing me.
You have 3 jobs? Well, then
Yeah.
you should have 4.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
Well,
Don't
I,
listen to me.
I've done that.
well, I hope the one job's taking care of your husband.
Oh, jeez.
You need to take care of him.
Don't listen to him.
Here we go.
Don't listen to him.
Because if you
What happened? Miller Lite happened.
Miller Lite.
How are things in Texarkana?
Yeah.
Which I always thought was like just on the border of Texas and Arkansas, and then I realized that they don't touch. So it doesn't really work, does it?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
It
I was
doesn't-
young and stupid
it
when I
doesn't
was
work.
41. So, no, I didn't think that long ago. But Smoking the Bandit, they talk about that in the song.
Oh, yeah?
Movie
Yep.
by Jerry Reed.
We
Right?
could we can end with that.
Should end with the Eastbound.
We should
Down.
end with that song.
Yeah, we could.
I'm
I'm GM, the Pelican Fish bartender. Place I keep the gun. Oh, you keep the gun club clean. All right.
all
Nice.
right.
All right. The night
Nice.
shift.
Oh,
I was
the
actually going to play
night shift.
Lionel Richie just to
Yeah,
kind of mock
I
her,
was
but I
hoping-
can't,
You're gonna
play the
I can't
Commodore's
find it.
night shift?
I can't find it.
Because it's
the
not
night
Lionel Richie,
shift
it's the
Commodores.
Commodores.
Well, it's not showing up though,
Oh.
even as that.
Oh,
What
I
the
would've-
shit?
'cause that came out after Lionel Richie was gone. I know.
Like I got night shift.
I know
Lucy Davis,
everything
Bob
Lionel.
Marley, but it's not whatever.
Oh, I know everything Lionel.
Yeah, so
Not really.
You do private bartending. Oh, there you go.
Nice. That's
we
cool.
like to hear, but yeah, we're just joking around here.
Yeah, we're just joking.
But yeah, I haven't. Well, I guess in Texas it's only what time is it?
Depends what part.
Time's the same everywhere though, right?
It's in central. I think all of Texas is Central Time. If I'm not, I don't know. I think the majority of Texas is an hour behind us.
So we've
Is
had a
it?
decent amount of listeners tonight. By that I mean 3 or 4.
Oh, well,
So what I need you guys to do is follow, like, subscribe, or whatever to what we do,
yeah.
because we're never gonna do this for a living, but we're gonna do it for you because we like you guys.
We know what we need to do is bring in new blood. Like maybe have another co-host
Yeah,
and bring them in. But
I'm a truck driver and we're all normal dudes.
when they come in, though, they're gonna have to be hazed.
Yeah, we're gonna
got the haze
Oh
we're gonna
yeah,
rough
yeah.
you
I
up.
mean, because like Northwestern. Is that how you're gonna
Oh yeah,
lead
yeah,
into
yeah,
it?
yeah.
Is that how you're leading into it?
Lean into it, Brian. Tell us a story.
I am really shocked that Pat Fitzgerald got fired. That's
Yeah.
I mean, if that's what they felt they needed to do, I was shocked that they did it. I didn't think.
I think the fact
because they
that
gave him the 2 weeks off. I don't know
What exactly
What-
happened?
they were hazing and stuff, and it's been going on for a long time, and he didn't do anything to stop it. The
But
end.
did he know?
He at first he said he didn't know, but there's multiple people said he knew. Oh yeah,
That's why he got fired.
he
Okay.
knew. It
That's
went-
why he got fired.
And
then.
even after he found out, and he
But if you
knew-
ignore it, it goes away.
yeah,
the
I
2
don't
week-
understand why with the hazing and stuff. I understand if you're trying to build camaraderie and you got certain traditions you do that are supposed to help with that. It's kind of antiquated.
The world's biggest body. You guys should work out. No.
but my thing is,
I don't
why does
wanna
it always
work
have
out.
to be something sexual? Why are they sticking broom handles?
Yeah, is that
up
what happened?
assholes? They said it was some of it was sexual. I don't understand why it has to get sexual. If it's like a thing where you got to do this, you got to binge drink or drinking contest, it's still dangerous. But at least they're not sticking broom handles up each other's butts. I don't understand why. It
yeah,
gets to that.
right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or it's like you got to do I can't think of anything. You know what I'm talking about. I'm lost. It's late.
So
It's wrong.
basically, world's biggest bodybuilder. I don't technically work out. I get up every morning and I stretch before my ice cold shower before I go to work. I'm phasing things back in exercises. I'm 50, and it's not easy as I thought. Like jumping into this, even though I'm pretty healthy, it's like it's taking time. It's I had I got gutted last year, so like that's also part of it. But
No, I endorse what he's doing. I want to be fat shamed into oblivion.
I don't. I mean, I'm not fat. So,
No, you're not.
But,
You're not fat. Like
but
I am.
I'm trying to incorporate things back into my life, but it's just a lot harder because like I'm older. I'm sorry. I'm realizing that
No.
it's not as easy as.
Fat shaming is commendable, and I appreciate it.
Yeah.
And I endorse it towards me.
There you go.
Be careful who you do it to, because some people get like a little bit persnickety.
I don't care if people pick on me.
But no, I'm a fat fuck. I'm disgusting, and I deserve being made fun of.
Yeah.
So that's fine with me.
I
Don't worry
I've
about
had
it.
people like, oh, you're a twig, you're skinny. I'm like, yep. So what?
But
So
I used to work out. I got big arms and shoulders. A lot of tits though. A lot of torso.
Yeah.
But I got big arms, shoulder. I used to do the big three, the power lift, squat, deadlift, bench. I did all that shit.
I worked out before. That's it. That's all I got.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I have in the past.
I'm incorporating back. I'm incorporating things back into my life.
Well, everybody knows the best way to get super big and ripped is just to do yoga. So just do that.
Right. Yeah.
And it'd be perfect. You'll end up being bigger than most bodybuilders. That's the way it works.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Or get that stick.
that stick.
Remember that stick that Scott
Oh,
Steiner?
you just shake it.
You shake stick.
If you shake the stick.
Oh,
you'll
the
be in-
shake weight.
No.
Oh, shake stick.
This is before the shake weight.
Ah.
There's a stick and you hold it and it like do like this and the vibrations and stuff.
Would make you ripped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, dude. No, it's cool, man, dude. Dude, as much as
No, I'm seriously. I do incorporate like exercise.
as much as we people rip on, as much as we rip on people,
Yeah.
I gotta take it.
Oh yeah, we love it.
I got whatever you
we
throw at me.
We love it.
Anything you say bad about me, I totally deserve.
No.
I mean-
I don't mind if you pick on me. I don't care. I'm just.
I can take it.
I really am trying to incorporate things back in.
Yeah.
You know. So.
But
Anyway,
anyway,
I want to be healthy.
yeah. So Lightbright left. I was going to play the night shift for her, but she left.
Yeah.
Probably about at the point I said fat shaming people's the right thing to do.
Or well, she did say she was going to the
No,
next
I'm
job.
not saying she's fat. I'm just saying.
Or she was going to the next job.
But
She probably just got a bad vibe from us because we said fat shaming's awesome. Basically.
But I'm talking about towards me,
I know.
not towards people.
Also, because if she was still here, we could play Eastbound and Down because she's from Texarkana, Texas.
Yeah.
I think you should still play that because it's a great song.
What, night shift?
No, Eastbound and Down
All right.
because I love it.
I don't feel like looking up anything.
Oh,
I don't feel like
I don't want to do
it's
that.
night shift.
I don't want to do that. God damn it.
What is it?
Chewbacca.
Eastbound and down?
yeah, Eastbound,
Eastbound
and
and
Down.
Down. Loaded.
Jerry Reed, man.
Jerry Reed, man.
East. Bound.
You ain't never seen no Smokey and the Bandit. Come on,
Jerry
man.
Reed. Okay, here we go. All right, guys. You can follow us. We are Radio Underground on all social media. We're on Instagram. We're on TikTok. TikTok's our biggest thing,
Yeah.
even though we're fucking old as fuck.
Until Threads takes off.
Until Threads. We're on everything. We're on Twitter, but nobody watches us there. And we're on all kinds of things. Radio Underground, one word. But thank you, guys. And thanks for playing along. We like to rip on people. Rip on us.
RadioUnderground.co.
Oh, wait. The one-stop shop. Al, thank you.
Thanks, Al.
The one-stop shop. You want to find anything we do? RadioUnderground.co. Not com. C-O. All right, here we go.
We couldn't afford that extra Al.
Reptilians out.
Reptilians. That's a great thing.
Eastbound and down, loaded up and trucking. Are we gonna do what they say can't be done? We've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. I'm eastbound, just watch no bandit run. Keep your foot hard on the pedal, son, never mind them brakes. Let it all hang out, cause we got a run to make. The boys are thirsty in Atlanta, and there's beer in Texarkana, and we'll bring it back no matter what it takes. Eastbound and down, loaded up and trucking. Are we gonna do what they say can't be done? We've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. I'm eastbound, just watch old bandit run. Eastbound and down, loaded up and trucking. Are we gonna do what they say can't be done? We've got a long way to go and short time to get there. I'm eastbound up, watch a bandit run. Old Smokey's got them ears on, he's hot on your trail, and he ain't gonna rest till you're in jail. So you got to dodge him, you got to duck him, you gotta keep that diesel trucking. Just put that hammer down and give it hell. Eastbound and down, load it up and trucking. Are we gonna do what they say can't be done? We've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. I'm eastbound.